here. How excited are you, Coach?
Coach, I'm here with one of my best friends. The dogs are back. What more can you want tonight?
Absolutely, and what an honor it is that they came and asked us to do this. We are beyond honored. Thank you so much to Mr. Langford for giving us this opportunity.
Whole team, man. Their whole team has done a great job getting this whole thing set up.
Absolutely. Well, tonight, we finally kick off the season. It's football season,
Football's back, man.
Football is live. You can feel it in the air. It's electric.
It's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember a time when everybody was as excited for football season around these parts.
Absolutely. I mean, we got a whole new offense coordinator. We got a new defense coordinator. Paxi has done a great job getting these guys ready. I'm fired up.
Absolutely. Well, before we get into everything, let's pause for the national anthem.
Let's do it.
Welcome back. Coach, why don't we go ahead and jump into tonight's matchup?
Let's do it, Coach.
What should we expect to see?
How about two offensive juggernauts ready to clash tonight in this matchup?
Absolutely. Actually, now we're going to pause for the national anthem.
Performed by the Winder-Barrow Bulldog Band under the direction of Dr. Ashley Boyd. The colors are being presented tonight by the Winder-Barrow High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. That's Ryan, Migrant, Garcia, and they are being commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Olares.
Well, that Double G band is absolutely amazing,
They're
Coach.
fantastic, man. They put a lot of time and work into getting these things set up.
Absolutely will. Let's go ahead and break out into it. Talk about our stars on offense we should expect to see tonight.
Let's lead off with our cowbell running back, number 3, MJ Dowdy. Coach, talking to some of these head coaches throughout the week, letting me know that the biggest guy on the team is also the fastest guy on the team. Kind of surprising. I don't think guys are supposed to be made like that.
Absolutely not. He averaged over 101 rushing yards per game last year, over 1,000 yards on the ground in total. A USF offer on the books already for him, and probably more to come. But as the way I understand it, he's not the only guy you got to worry about back there.
Absolutely not. Number 2, Zay McCoy.
Yeah.
As offensive coordinator, you're probably happy having just one of these guys, but to have both of them, Coach, unbelievable.
Absolutely. I mean, Zay averaged 70 yards per game last year. He's also playing on both sides of the ball, playing at linebacker for these guys. Imagine being a running back who's also starting at linebacker. He also comes off the bench for the basketball team, and if you know Winder, you know how successful our basketball team is.
Oh, man, we're fantastic, man. Coach McDaniel does a great job with those boys on the basketball team.
Right, and then another athlete that you have out there on the edge. Who should we expect to see out there catching passes?
Kenyon Glasper.
Number
now,
4,
last year,
right?
our offensive scheme for passing wasn't the best. You know, we struggled a little bit. We were heavy in the run game. Expect Kenyon Glasper, number 4, to have an increased role this year.
Absolutely, 33 yards per game, 282 return yards. That's 12th in 5A last year as a sophomore. He's gotten bigger. The offense, they have a whole nother year in the system. You should see a lot more coming out of it. And then your guy. I'm going to let you take this one. Go ahead and tell everybody your guy.
Quarterback, number 7, Cam Hodge. He's back, folks. Last year, we got a glimpse of what Cam could do against Appalachian that first drive.
Right.
Not only did he play quarterback, not only did he show off the arm talent, run, he also caught a fade in the corner.
Absolutely.
This kid is a pure athlete. He recently just decommitted from the University of Georgia for baseball. I think he's opened it up to go both ways to play somewhere. And once you guys see tonight,
The stereotypical get the ball in his hands type of player.
Yep, and offensive OC Chip having Cam Hodge at the helm for him. I mean, that's a whole thing to trust, having a leader out there, knowing somebody that can put guys in place, can run the ball, can execute the passes. What more can you want as a coach?
Absolutely. I mean, and you're going to see a lot of it. I mean, a coach told me earlier this week, if they get out in duo, not only are you going to see Cam throw the ball, but you're going to see a three-headed monster in the run game.
I mean, that's pretty awesome to have.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now tell me about this offensive line we should expect to see tonight.
Man, this offensive line is led by their center, Mason Woods.
Big guy.
Big guy, man.
Yeah.
And watching this guy move some weights in the weight room, I'm terrified.
Absolutely. He is their leader all the way around.
He's their leader. He's going to put guys on this line in the right position to dominate. And what's
Absolutely.
really cool, too, is him and Cam, they're best friends. So that connection's been there since they were about 9 years old.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's fun to see. They're bringing back all 5 returners.
That is what blows my – you don't see that at any level, Coach.
I mean,
not at the pro level, not in college. Very rarely do you bring back all 5 offensive linemen.
OC, I keep saying it. OC Chip, man, he's walked
He's
into
inherited a gold mine.
walked into a perfect offense to walk straight
Absolutely.
into. The running backs, the quarterback, and this absolute unit of an offensive line.
Absolutely. And another guy I want to shout out on that offensive line, my man, number 73, Mr. Aiden Scott. He got the Reinhardt offer this offseason. He's a big-time wrestler for us. I think he's going to make some noise as well.
I think so too, man.
Well, let's look at the defensive side of the ball, Coach. Who's our captain on defense?
Jamarcus Hester, number
Right.
0. This is probably your guy you know a lot about.
Yeah, I had Jamarcus in class. He is a football guy through and through. I mean, he wants to talk football, watch football, all football. He's 47 tackles last season, all-region at linebacker, all preseason all-region at linebacker, finished all-state last year as a junior. North Alabama's offered.
Yep.
Limestone's offered.
Yes, absolutely.
He's the guy that's going to meet you in the middle.
He's going to meet you in the middle. He's going to hit you in the A-gap. He's big, he's physical, and he's very wise. He's going to be able to set some of these younger guys on defense in the right position to go out and attack and be successful.
Yep, and another guy that's going to help him out right there is going to be number 8, Cameron Gresham. 33 tackles last season, another preseason all-region linebacker coming out here. He's kind of the sideline-to-sideline guy that I've been hearing about.
He can move, man.
Yeah.
He can move. He can make tackles on the right side, left side. He's going to bounce around. He's going to play physical. He's going to play fast.
Absolutely. And then 2 other guys I want to kind of shout out. Number 9, Wesley Binion. He's a returning guy. Number 88, Matthew Griner. He's a senior coming off the edge that's probably going to have a big year this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
And then I also want to take time to shout out Mr. Giovanni Tuggle, true freshman.
Dude.
He's rumor is he's going to be floating around at free safety tonight, and he might be the best athlete on the field.
Winder, you're going to have 4 years of watching this kid play. Watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Now, you've done your fair share and a great job of scouting out this East Jackson offense. Tell me a little bit about who you should see.
I know I've been tooting the horn for Winder's offense. East Jackson's got a quarterback that can move,
right.
Coach. Drew Richardson, number 11. This kid, if he gets out of the pocket, our defense is going to be in for a long day.
Absolutely. 1,818 yards in the air last year, but also over 600 yards on the ground. Kid threw for 15 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. What is so impressive about this kid? 101.9 passer rating.
As a sophomore.
As a sophomore. Now he's going into his
junior year.
Right. So you've got a 2-year starter who's only a junior. Wow.
Yes, him and Coach Lee.
He will play on Saturday.
Absolutely. Him and Coach Lee have done a great job at scheming things up. I think their key to their offense is going to be to let Drew do Drew, man.
Let Drew cook.
Let Drew cook,
Absolutely.
Man. This kid can fly.
Right, and he also has a guy out there on the edge who can get open. Who's that?
Our boy, Brantron Callahan.
Number 0. Keep your eye on him tonight.
Number 0. I like to call him Megatron, man. And unless our defense has some Autobots out there to stop this guy, we're in for a really long day, right? I saw a video of this kid making a one-handed catch at UGA in one of those spring games. He's unbelievable, guys. And not only does he play offense, but he also plays defense.
Right.
The kid's an athlete, and they look forward to using him and making him a key opponent of both sides of the ball.
Right. Now, this offensive line, they are kind of young. They're hoping with the experience that's returning that they can kind of have a better showing this year than they did last year. But, again, there's stars all around on both sides of these offenses, and I think if you like points, you're going to like tonight's game.
You're going to love it tonight, man. Watch out for these offenses, and they're ready to get after it.
Right. One dude on the defensive side of the ball I would like to shout out is that number 27, Aaron Blackman. You kind of spoke about him earlier. Long,
Coach. If you like to watch Georgia football, you know guys like Lorenzo Carter.
Leonard Floyd.
Right. Guys that play long. They're fast. They're going to come off the corner, and not a lot gets by this guy, all right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And another guy that I want to shout out is my man Cole Smith, number 7. He's coming off the edge at linebacker. He is just a phenomenal athlete, well-disciplined kid. He's also an amazing wrestler, which is how I know him so well, because he's done his share work against us on the mat.
Yes, he has, man. And I know you're a big fan of these wrestlers. You know how much time and effort goes into making these guys successful athletes. I'm excited to see Cole as well.
Absolutely. Well, you know, with the classifications kind of switching up this year. The Dogs, who are running out currently, they've got themselves a new region. So let's break down this schedule a little bit with our new region. Tonight we got East Jackson. Next week we'll play Forsyth Central, and then we come back home to play East Forsyth. And then we play Secondary. Shortly after that, we get immediately into our region play. And talking to these coaches, they seem to think that we have an opportunity this year.
Just the players. Everybody is bought in that to win the region this year. We believe it, and they're ready for the success, and they're ready to roll through with this region.
Absolutely. And I don't think Winder's seen since I was in high school.
It's been a long time.
I think 2018 was the last time Winder won a region championship.
Absolutely.
I might be a little off of that, but I know they were really good that year.
We used to be, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you were in high school.
I was in high school watching guys like C.C. Green run around making plays. I mean, look, Coach Baxia, this is his first year of having this team. I mean, after having a year with this team.
Right, year 2, got a full year with the system.
He's excited to see
the athletes
growth
he has. I think that he's going to be able to make something happen.
He's going to be able to scheme them up, and they've done a great job at developing in the weight room with these guys.
Absolutely, and that brings me back to our 3 keys to victory tonight. If we go ahead and break that down for me, Coach.
Offense has to start fast.
Absolutely.
We got to score. Cam Hodge running the RPO, running the spread. He's going to get the ball out of his hands quick. Look for some home runs probably pretty early.
Yep. My biggest thing, defense has got to contain these quarterbacks. You're talking about 2 dudes that are probably going to play on Saturdays for whatever sport they want to play, right?
Yep.
And so you've got to contain that quarterback, keep him from being the difference maker in tonight's game.
I can promise you Drew Richards might be the fastest player on this field.
Absolutely.
So
his highlight tape is phenomenal.
We have to keep him contained all night if we want to keep these points to a minimum from East Jackson.
Well, down as we get set for kickoff.
Let's get this thing going.
Taking off for the Bulldogs, number 89, Chase Barron.
So tonight we're going to have Chase Barron leading us in kickoffs. Our kickoff unit features dudes from all ages, man. Terry out there, Scary Terry. We got dudes. We got some offensive studs out there, it looks like. East Jackson's featuring 2 guys in the back, 2 guys in front of 2, and they got 5 on the main line. Can you believe it's football? This is so exciting to have the opportunity to sit up here. We've been to so many of these games since we were kids.
I mean, it's something that we've just grown up and gotten used to, kind of fully appreciate being up here, seeing this environment from this side. This is incredible, Coach.
And one thing you said walking in was like, dude, the way things change. He kicks it deep. Look at that student section, man.
Great
So
kick.
with the GHSA rules, the ball goes in the end zone. Even if the returner catches the ball in the end zone, then the ref comes back. Just a safety precaution that's really taken forward over the last few years. Yeah, but back to what we were talking about, man. The stadium's changed so much. The Winder, and this season especially, everybody knows that there's an opportunity here with this team and with a coach like Coach Paxia and the coordinators he's brought in. I think that they can make something happen.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how our defensive coordinator, this is going to be our first time to see him. Excuse me, Drew Richardson.
Absolutely. One kid off the edge that we haven't talked about yet is big number 50, Braylon Billings. That kid talking about him last year.
He's made a lot of growth.
He gets the ball, he runs that RPO, he's down, he slipped. Well, that's a good start if you're a defensive player.
Great start right there, man. That's kind of what we used Jackson offensive line. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how these guys can hold up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it looks like they've got Jamarian Parks running the ball for them back there.
Aiden Scott made that play, Coach. That's
Yeah,
your
big.
boy
That's
right
my
there,
boy, man. It's those hips you get from stay condensed.
And look at Aiden on that defensive line, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
The physicality from this kid, dude.
Griner is so big this offseason. Another one of the RPOs, but we swallow him up in the backfield.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
There he is.
Matthew
Griner. There.
Offensive line. Make Drew Richardson hand the ball off. Don't give him a chance to even take the ball.
Absolutely. If you take the quarterback out of the game with the RPO situation, then something happens.
Great start from the defense. What a beautiful night, Coach.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Very humbled to be up here with you.
Right, you got Evan Lynn playing free safety right now, and Evan, he actually played quarterback for us last year. Another one of those athletes.
And it's what we breed out here, man. We just breed athletes.
This is amazing. It's like they're behind the chains. Looks like it's a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 17. Let's get some rush. Let's get some pressure. Oh, he's got nowhere to go. He flexes outside. Come on, Jamarcus.
He's going to cut.
There we go.
Helmet
did come off. Where are they going to spot this ball, Coach? He made something happen there. Look at the boys talking early. Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
First down, Drew Richardson. That's what we got to be aware of, man.
Yeah,
this kid can get out
key in
of
on
the
that
pocket.
quarterback.
Absolutely.
You got to keep an eye on. Snaps, he's rolling out. There's that arm talent we talked about.
Great ball.
Is complete to number 13, Grady Saunders.
Grady Saunders is another dude that we kind of highlighted this year. He's one that's coming off of a great, was their leading catcher who returned 221 receiving yards last year, Coach. He's one of Drew Richardson's guys.
Yep,
is what I was told.
2nd and 1.
Oh, bad snap.
Ball's got away.
Oh, he gets to him. Ball's still on the ground.
They recover.
They're able to recover, but that is a huge loss right there.
Little miscommunication early from that young offensive line we were talking about.
Gonna have another 3rd and long, and again, man, this is what we're gonna see. Can we contain the quarterback in these 3rd and long situations?
That's right.
Keep him from beating us with his legs. Force him to make a play downfield.
Coach, one thing you said you noticed early, we are much bigger than these guys.
We look big, man. We definitely got some size out there. And for sure looks huge. I mean, likes of like Matthew Griner. Can we get back there?
Number 2's up on the blitz.
That's Zay.
He throws it up. Oh, miscommunication.
Zay McCoy, who's also a running back coming off the edge there with the linebacker blitz. That was just phenomenal.
That kid can move.
That kid can move.
Wide open lane to the quarterback.
That's what we talked about.
Out, lobs it up.
Hurry him up, right? Make him get off schedule quick. If you hurry him up. Here's our boy Kenyon. He's back there to return the punt. Also, I'd like to shout out my Nana real quick. It's her 86th birthday. Nana Moore,
happy birthday, Nana. Happy birthday. How about a shout out to both of our wives who are at home watching us, 2 amateurs up here.
Absolutely.
Put on a show.
Not a bad punt. Not a bad punt. It's not going to be found right there about the 45-yard line. And this is this offense we get to see right here. Beyond excited. Big Mason Woods. He might be the biggest player on the field out there.
Coach Chip's offense.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to come out here, dominate early. Cam Hodge, ready to roll.
Absolutely, absolutely. He told me what we could expect for the first play today, and I don't want to say it. I just want to see if Little Birdie had correct information.
Flea flicker all day.
You got Cam Hodge back there. Looks like MJ Dowdy in the backfield. Aiden Penley's going to come over in motion. Sounds about right. We're going to air it out real quick.
Cam Hodge is scrambling. He almost stayed up on his feet.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Looks like he might have had Aiden Penley running up the seam a little open, but again, quarterback gets off schedule. It's kind of difficult progression.
The defense was playing a little prevent look right there, man. Guys were spying on Cam's eyes. They noticed that the 4 verts was coming out early.
Absolutely. They might have had the little burst.
So I think these guys have been playing NCAA, man. These guys know the 4 verts look.
Absolutely. They know how to spot it. So they're going to put Kenyon in motion. There it is. There's our boy MJ Dowdy.
MJ Dowdy running for the hard yards. Picks up about 3 right there.
You're going to have a third and a little bit longer than what you would like, but it's manageable. It's about a gain of 2 right there. Probably going to be about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Look at these yardage markers, man. Like the first down marker tells you how far you got to go, dude.
This technology's come a long way since we were in high school.
The JV kid.
That's right.
See, you're running 4 wide out here. This is impressive. 4 wide, 5 blockers. Running back's going to remain in the back. Let's see what we can make happen. Cam's going to drop back.
Overthrows Kenyon.
Overthrow. They picked it off. Come on, let's get this guy on the ground.
His pass is intercepted by number 6, Jalen Jennings.
That's number 6. Yep, Jalen Jennings. Watch out for. He's an athlete out there on the edge for them in the secondary.
Cam took some heat there. Looked kind of panicked.
He looked panicked. It's that whole, he's got to settle his feet, right? Settle your feet. The arm talent's there, so if you get the footwork to match the arm talent, then you're going to be just fine. It was a little bit, I think he had a little bit more time than what he anticipated. Defense is back out there. Let's see if these guys can't make another stop. He drops back. Drew Richardson. He's going to have a guy deep.
He's got a boy deep. Overthrown slightly. Good coverage by.
That's good coverage right there. Shaw Jackson.
Zion Nunley.
Both offenses have gone 3 and out pretty early here. Defenses, we were talking about the youth of the defense, but they've
Drew Richardson keeps it on the left side. Here he goes. Get into that corner.
Floats out there.
So you got to prevent.
Set the edge.
You got to prevent Drew Richardson from getting outside. Unbelievable play by Drew Richardson, man. This is what we expected all week to see from these guys.
Yeah.
If you let Drew Richardson get the corner, you're not going to catch him.
You got to watch the tape. The kid can fly. He's got that 4.4, 4.3 speed. Yes, he is a passer, but he's just a kid with the ball in his hand. He's going to make the plays.
Yep. And that quick little momentum swing. We know what momentum can do to an offense. You come out, you go, you punt the ball, you go 3 and out with a pick. Drew Richardson takes it to the house.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is you can't let that kid get the edge, man.
Cannot let him get
Somebody's
the edge.
got to set the edge and make him cut it back upfield where your defenders are. He's just too fast.
He's just
simplest form of football. It's what we ran when we were playing rec football. Your fastest player is going to get the ball and he's going to sprint to the sideline.
Got to stop him.
And when he gets there, he's going to cut upfield.
Yep.
Absolutely. Play here. Let's see what's going on. Looks like a false start on the offense. Let's see if they elect to kick it again.
Man, did you see how skinny he?
Amazing footwork, kick and fly. Like, I'm just genuinely impressed with how fast this
kid is fun to watch.
Absolutely. Again, you're going to see him playing on Saturdays. That's for sure. Mark it off, it looks like.
Shout out to our student section, man.
Yeah, shout out to our student section. It is definitely a cowboy out tonight. You can see it. Everybody's dressed to perfection. They look like they got a little powder over them. If you weren't familiar, that is the thing here at Winder on kickoff. They throw the baby powder in the air.
Yep.
Phenomenal work that these kids are doing. And awesome to see such a great showing as early in the season as it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Group of kids in this school.
Absolutely.
I mean, these kids, as a teacher, from a teacher's side, you can't deal with a much more respectful group of kids.
They are what make this job so fun, man. So it's such an honor to get up here and talk and to be able to talk about the kids that we have taught in the classroom and now they're out here playing.
Yep.
As they get full. They kick it. The verdict is it is good. So the East Jacksons come out fast, man. That was one of our keys to victory. Got to come out fast, and defense has got to contain the quarterback. So it's going to be an uphill battle from here if the defense can't keep this kid within their limits.
Yep.
I'm interested to see who's back returning kicks for us, Coach. Just, you know, I would assume it's probably Kenyon Glasper, but I haven't got the scoop on it. They've got London Munoz back there, and it is Kenyon Glasper. That's exciting to see. Aiden Penley's going to be kind of the front man, setting the
Coach,
tone
we got
in the middle.
3 guys back there. Xavier
Back there, too.
Back there.
I couldn't see him.
3 guys who are dangerous with the ball in their hands.
That's athletic. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. That is hilarious. That is awesome. Great work by these kids, man, putting on this production. I mean, they got the sideline camera. They got the camera on us. They just showed Mason Carruthers right there, buddy waving at the camera.
This is not normal for a live stream to be this professional.
No, they put in the.
I've told the kids in my class all week, I can't speak for how I'm going to do,
right,
but I can tell you for a fact, these kids have put in a lot of time, a lot of work, and Langford has done a great job at rallying these kids.
They set to kick it off. A little bit of a low line drive kick.
Whip kick.
See if Kenyon can pick it up on the bounce.
Here goes Kenyon. He's taking it outside.
There we go.
Oh, he's got a lane.
Oh, looks like cut back. Hey, there we go. There we go.
Glasper.
Positive yards. Hey, there's those 282 return yards right there, 12th and 5A from the previous season. That kid gets the ball in his hands for Winder, right? Cam, get the ball to your athletes quick.
Get the ball to the athletes quick. Let's get some momentum going. Let's get MJ Dowdy going.
Right.
Let's get this offensive line hot and ready and rolling, and let Cam Hodge do his thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see if we can make something change with this offensive possession here.
Mr. Spawns right here after the first drive interception.
Coach, let me ask you something. If you're the offensive coordinator, what did you take away from that first drive that's good that you might be telling us? Yeah,
we had some
opportunities were there.
There were a lot of opportunities there. We had a couple, mishaps.
There you go.
Another mishap right there.
Right. Just got to settle in again. Settle in.
I think Kenyon Glasper's eyes were getting upfield too quick.
A little bit too quick. And again, if I'm an offensive coordinator, he has room. You had room.
Yep.
So if you make that catch, that's a positive game right there, you know. I think Cam did a good job setting the feet, getting the ball to his athlete.
Good ball. Yep.
Absolutely. But I think you're right, Coach. Opportunities were there. We just got to take advantage of them.
Yep.
There you go.
There he goes.
There we go.
MJ Dowdy.
That's a great run right there. Let's see if we can't do a little bit of that. Let's just keep the passing game.
Feed MJ Dowdy. Take some pressure off of Cam, get back into the role, and let these guys go to work.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if we mentioned it in the pregame, but an offer right now from the University of Southern Florida among a few others. And that big D1 offer, I think that there's going to be more coming.
There's going to be a lot more coming, Coach. He's only a junior. This is only his junior.
Yeah, absolutely. They
Give
hand it to him again. He hits that hole. Great vision. Look at him churning. Again, you pointed it out. How can he be that big and move so well?
I mean, one of my favorite running backs. You can't tell me this kid does not run extremely hard like Nick Chubb.
Yeah, he's just downhill, but he can also beat you on the edge. And again, the vision is there. And shout out to this offensive line, dude. They're
making lanes. We're going to keep hitting him in the mouth. Something's going to open up here in a second.
Absolutely. Keep churning. Keep churning, boys. Again, it's there.
This guy, man.
If you can do that every time he touches the ball, you're going to have a great night.
Yep. Feed MJ.
Feed MJ, and here we see the sub in for Zay, another guy that you got to kind of watch out for, but it looks like Zay and MJ are in the game together.
This is the schemes I've been looking for. I wanted to see all 3 of these guys together. You got 3 guys that can do something.
Absolutely. Cam's going to keep it.
The RP.
It's the edge.
Run.
There he goes.
Watch out.
There he goes. He's gone.
Cam
That's
Hodge.
a touchdown.
Cam
Here
Hodge.
we go.
We know what he can do.
Yep.
We're saying it all week. The kid is an athlete.
Yep. Let it eat.
The vision.
Yeah.
The RPO pull.
Absolutely.
Take it to the outside. Cam saw nothing but the end zone. There was no one to
I
stop.
thought for a second there he was going to dish it out to the wide receiver he had on the edge, but he saw something that kept him running, and he proved right there Drew Richardson is not the only quarterback tonight. Looks like we're setting up in some wing-style extra point.
Coach, I'm getting the vibe. We're very Ole Miss-like with these
This
offensive plays.
This was a well-kept secret. Oh, he's going to actually do it.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh.
Great execution on the play. Ref blew the whistle.
I assume it's probably going to be a false start. I don't think everybody was set to go yet. Yep, false start on us, but that's okay. Kind of tips your cap a little bit right there.
Yep. What a fun formation.
Dude, right? That's Friday Night Football right there.
You think Coach Chip schemed that one up? I mean, that's...
Whoever it is, I'm going to give him a high five.
That might be a Coach Baxia play, man.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we're going to set up again. Nope, they're going to motion back in. Looks like our field goal kicker is going to come back. Barron. All right, let's knock this through the upright, boys, and tie the ball game up and get our defense back out there and let them. Look at Mason Woods fired up on the sideline.
This kid's a leader, man.
He's the type out a helmet. Just absolutely love him.
I mean this in the best way possible. Kid is a psychopath.
We did miss the field goal there.
Left. Bulldog touchdown scored by number 7, Cam Hodge, on a 34-yard touchdown run. Injury on the field, timeout on the field.
Looks like Winder might be looking for running into the kicker there, but unfortunately it looks like they're not going to get it. Thankfully, he's able to field. That's what you like to see. You don't want to see anybody hurt this time of year.
Nope.
You don't want to see anybody hurt ever.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Never want to see a guy go down. So, I mean, but our training staff does a great
Phenomenal.
She does a fantastic job with these kids, man. She lets them come in at all times throughout the day. She does a great job with them all.
Absolutely, absolutely. Into that series, not being able to capitalize on the extra point, but at the same time, you showed there that you can run and get the ball moving running. We're getting ready to set up for the kickoff again.
Our first down sponsors this season include Center, Extra Points, sponsored by On Point Pet Spa, all the timeouts, Cable East.
Coach, if you're the you telling your guys when they go back out there?
Stop number 11.
Stop number 11, right?
Prevent him from getting outside.
Yeah,
man.
so what are some schemes you think you could draw up to make that happen?
You could start running some zone coverages with the outside and really having guys on the outside of the defensive line crashing in.
Right.
You got to have guys containing.
Contain.
Contain.
That's the word, right?
Drew
Contain.
Richardson.
Yeah, keep him. To me, it's almost like cover the hash.
Yep.
Cover the hash. Don't let him get to the hash as early as possible, right? You might be flaring some defensive ends. Instead of going upfield, let him go out a little bit. Have your outside linebackers flex out a little bit. Anything to keep this kid under control.
I would even say possibly send the house. Don't let Drew have a chance
Yeah.
to even think.
Back to
Get
that.
to him quick.
Ball goes out. Dang, he's got a great leg. Ball goes out the back of the end zone. This is what you like to see, Coach. These kids are fired up. They're ready to rumble.
That's 2 balls already out of the end zone. Right
Yeah.
there. Yes, they are.
Yeah. And so I think the defense, if you're Coach Baxter, who's our new defensive coordinator, he's a smart, high-level, intelligent football man. He knows and coming in today is contain this cat. So he's probably got several schemes drawn up to make that happen.
I was going to say, Coach, we're sitting here talking, but I guarantee Coach Baxter is already one step ahead of us.
Absolutely. Plays and we get to talk about it.
That's right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cool, man. I would like to shout out our freshman, Gio Tuggle. Look how big this kid is. Number safety right now. This kid is huge.
Kid's going to be a monster.
They set up. He's moving the running back over to his right. He's going to come across the formation in motion. Another one of those RPOs. They hand to the running back, but he's met at the line by number 8, Cameron Gresham. There's that preseason all-region line gap.
Kick and hit.
I heard that.
Kick and hit, man.
I heard that. Absolutely, absolutely. This is phenomenal. Man, look at these kids.
These kids put a lot.
Dr. Floor does a great job.
Yeah, they do an amazing job.
They do a great job, and that's why they're so impressive. As they set up again, kind of the same look. Sprint out right. He's looking downfield. He's got a man over. If that was a catch, nope, that's a drop.
That's a bobble.
Ball hit the ground. Wesley Binion checking back in for the defense. Aiden Scott too, checking back in for the defense. Awesome.
Bad plays from Drew.
Mr. Billings is going to sprint off real quick. Yeah, I'm just genuinely impressed with how big this Gio Tuggle is. You've heard so much about him with the basketball last year as an 8th grader, averaging 16 for our basketball team. I was told that in the 7th grade he won the long jump and for the state in the track meet. This is phenomenal, right?
He's just an all
4 years. All right, this is just going to be he steps up. He didn't have a whole lot of time.
Giovanni sees it. He's going up.
Oh, there's that man! Let's see what he can make happen. He cuts back across the field.
Look at him go.
He's got a lot of grass.
Look at him go.
He's got a lot of
He's
grass.
not
He
down
stays on
yet,
his
folks.
feet.
Giovanni Tuggle with the interception. Tackled by number 13, Brady Saunders. First and 10, Bulldogs.
I think he was going for some style points right there, Coach.
I almost wish we had a replay because I would love to watch that about 5 or 10 times.
That is amazing. Put that on his huddle highlights.
Absolutely, dude. The kid is a difference maker early.
I really like
Hey, there's that momentum you were talking about.
This is the momentum I was talking
momentum.
about, man. Let's see how Cam Hodge.
You got Zay in there too. He's going to be coming off the left wing. They put him in motion, two in motion at the same time. Aiden Penley flexes back. Hand it off up the middle. There's a little bit of those legs churning. Wow. Again, just move the line of scrimmage like these kids are doing right now. That offensive line sure is making a mess out there.
Yes, they do, man. Coach Parker Williams talked about it all week. He loves how hard this offensive line works. You know, these guys are all 5 guys that return it, and he couldn't say enough good things about these guys.
Absolutely, going to send them back in motion. Same style look. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same play.
Cam Hodge keeps it on the RPO. Dishes out to Xavier McCoy.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hangs on.
Hey, blow it dead. There we go. That's okay. That is all good.
Good play by Dustin Mitchell right there.
Yeah.
Open field. Xavier McCoy's not an easy guy to bring down the open field.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We got their fair share of athletes. You were talking about that Blackman kid, number 27.
Yep.
That kid, you can see it right there. He is big. Keep your eyes on number 27 and not there keying on.
Long, man. The kid is long.
Again, we see the same setup, the same formation. MJ Dowdy territory.
Another RPO.
There it is.
MJ
Dowdy
on the
territory,
corner.
but guess who's there on the tackle, Coach?
Coach, it's like you know it's going to happen before the play even goes.
Big players.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. I would like to thank all of the coaches who let us have the opportunity to come talk to them this week, get a bunch of this information, especially with the internet too, right? You can get a key in on a lot of these guys. Looks like offense is staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and short. They move. They move.
Well done.
We'll take it.
Great job. Mason Woods.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Penalty flag on the play.
That's that chemistry.
Oh, no, okay. Worried me there at first. Okay. Automatic first down. Let's go.
Automatic first down. These guys are disciplined.
And that's what a hard count will do right there.
Yep.
Right? You get the ball moving. Everybody's amped up on defense because they're thinking really short 4th down right here. We got to stop them. They're on edge. And then you hit them with that hard count. And if Cam knows how to do it, I mean, it sounds like Cam knows how to do it. It's that hard count. Boom.
From the 5.
Looks like they almost did it again. Look how big these guys are. 78, TJ Lane. Hand off to our MJ. He's turning. It's going to be a second.
Hours to the 1-yard line.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see the same exact play right here.
From a bet man, I'm giving him the ball. Absolutely, absolutely.
How powerful is that kid, man? I never seen him go backwards.
No. And you know what blows my mind about him? Is he's the coolest kid to talk to.
How many times has
More than I deserve. More than I deserve for sure.
Shout out to your wife for dressing you for that
I know,
one, huh?
right? She does a phenomenal job. There you go.
There
Look at and he scrambles
offensive line
the
touchdown right there,
Let's go,
man.
my guys.
Offensive line touchdown.
That is awesome. We love
Making the
this.
hole.
We love this.
Number 3 can just walk in the end zone.
Listen to that band go. Hopefully we're hearing them a lot.
Those of you that don't know, double G means extra effort.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what that offensive line.
They give it at all times.
Yep.
Looks like we're setting up again for a field goal. Let's get some confidence here for this kicker, man. They set up. Mr. Chase Barron, it's great to see him back out there after getting run into on the last there. It's up. A little bit of a low line drive. Good. Let's
hey, man,
go.
what we call that golf finder.
That's a
That was
fairway
a fairway finder.
Kid's got a big leg.
Kid's got a big leg.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not always about how far you take it, right? You got to go that little upright.
That's good too for the confidence boost going forward.
Absolutely. That was a huge momentum shifter right there, my friend. Momentum shifter as they set up to kick it back off to the East Jackson Eagles. I think you were spot on, Coach. You got to get pressure on Drew Richardson.
Got to keep that pressure up, man.
Got to keep it. And don't let him set his feet. Don't let him get the edge. The offense runs through him.
Yep.
It's nothing they're trying to hide.
See Megatron get the ball yet, right?
Well,
I think we've done a good job at getting to Drew to make him panic.
Absolutely. I don't think that he's had time, like you said.
There's no time.
How much you want to bet this football goes into the end zone?
Calling a squib kick.
There we go.
He goes.
There we go.
What a leg on this kid, man. somewhere?
I'm not. He's got a huge leg. I
I
know
mean,
he
look at
plays
that.
soccer. Hey, look at that. We would have won some money again. I know he plays soccer for Coach Karras.
Yes.
Coach Karras only has great things to say about him for us for a while here.
Yep.
So,
Leader on that soccer team.
yeah, no, he's a phenomenal kid. He's
Yep.
a funny kid, too, in the hallways. Had some interesting conversations with him. So, only good. All right, this defense is setting up to go back out there again. We got Mr. Gio Tuggle, who made the great play last time. You're going to have Mr. Evan Lynn out there, safety covering the slot. On that defensive line, you're going to have Mr. Billings out there again and Griner on opposite of him on the edge. Looks like they're setting up. And then I'm seeing if Jamarcus can get some pressure here. They put number 13 in motion. There we go. He's going to hand it off.
Off at the middle.
There we go. Dude, I would say right now Winder's winning the trenches.
I would say we're dominating the any surprise.
I do not think that's a surprise at all.
Still an effective run, though.
Gain of 3, second down, 7.
Still an effective run for sure.
Got to pound the middle, man. Got to pound the middle so the outside can soften up. Nice tackle there.
Good tackle. Good.
Again on the carry. Met by number 11, Evan Williams.
There he is, Mr. Evan Williams. Again, for those that don't know, Evan stepped up, played quarterback. He didn't do half bad, man.
Coach, I can't believe we're still in the first quarter. This has been an exciting first quarter of football.
I know. I could talk about football forever. Or Branchon, he comes on in.
Yep, Brantron Callahan's in motion.
Yeah, they're going to run that little sprint out. But he skips it.
Skips it.
Skips it to him.
We're doing a great. We got a little bit of a younger secondary, but they're doing a great job early.
They are. They are.
I'll tell you
Defense
what.
is doing a great job.
To the game is any indication of how the season's going to go. Bulldog fans are in for a fun one.
Absolutely, dude. And you'll make a huge statement if you get back on there. There's our man Mason Woods sideline. But you'll really make a statement here if you're able to get the ball back on offense and go down the field and score.
Yep, this is a big key possession early, man.
Absolutely. Kind of a low snap. Oh, what a hit by Jamarcus again, dude. That kid
downs it early.
That kid is all about football. What do you do here, Coach? You keep it on the ground, stick with your bread and butter, or do you try and push the ball downfield?
Wear them out. Wear them out. Keep it going, man. Make it a boxing match that they can't handle.
Yeah, wear them out, absolutely.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
I couldn't agree more.
You keep wearing these guys down, they'll start stacking. Somebody's about to sneak out behind them.
Absolutely. And the way that we always grew up, right, it was you run to set up the pass.
Yep, correct.
Run 3 wide on the left. Zay McCoy directly in the backfield.
Cam
Cam's
Hodge
going to
takes
keep
it
it.
outside.
There you go.
He's got guys.
There you go.
Little shuffle to
Get
number
upfield,
14.
take what
Great.
you can.
Cam Hodge pass is complete.
Good
It's
decision there,
Grayson
man.
Eagle
That's a
right
wise
there.
decision right there, man.
Right.
Very, very wise decision to double it off right there, not try to force it.
It's little throws like that, too, that will help you settle in.
Yep.
Grayson Eagle right there on the couch. He's one that stepped up real big this year. You know, last year for Bulldogs fans that know, John Michael had a bit of a knee injury, and they're really excited to get him back. He's a leader on the team and one of those great athletes. But Grayson Eagle has done a great job of stepping up into that slot role and helping them out where they need him to.
Yep. Shout out to John Michael, man. Great kid.
Oh, and they keep it on the ground
they key
here.
in. There it is. Here's that key in.
Ah.
Met in the middle by number 56, Lester G.
I guarantee Coach Chip's starting to see that. He knows what he's doing. He's setting this thing up for a bomb in just a second.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cam keeps. End of the first quarter, y'all. Your Bulldogs are up 13-7. What an exciting first quarter we have had here today so far. There's been a lot of great football up to this point, Coach.
Man, this has been exciting.
Absolutely. I mean, you had that early, right? You end up having to give the ball back to them, and then they go down the field real quick and score.
Yep.
But then the defense has done a great job
Huge job stepping up, man.
Absolutely.
Your boy, freshman safety.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
Giovanni Tuggle, man.
That kid is going to be trouble for anybody.
He's
I would not be surprised this season.
One day we're going to see this kid on Saturdays.
And one thing that we talked about, too, at the beginning, are 3 keys, right? Number 1 was offense starts fast. We seem to have done that. Defense contains the QB. It got a little sideways early, but they've definitely stepped up here recently. And then that discipline. We're so young in the secondary. That discipline.
Yep, and this is a game of adjustments.
Absolutely.
And there's going to be plays where Drew's going to beat you, but you can't let it be a consistent thing.
Absolutely. Take your wins where you can get them. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was the end of the first quarter. To start the second quarter. We got a 3rd and manageable here with like a 3rd and 5 about midfield. He's going to send Aiden Pin. Hand it off to MJ up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. There he goes. Let's see the speed.
Look at
that.
Hurdle.
Stays on his feet.
The hurdle
he's
from
going.
number 3, MJ Dowdy.
Attaboy.
About the 15-yard line. What a run by the big guy.
That is phenomenal. Wow, dude. That is awesome. That is
out to be that athletic and that big.
I'm glad that guy's on our team.
I am too, Coach.
Absolutely, man.
Coach used to play some safety back in the day. Unfortunately, Appalachian High School. By the way, welcome to the good side.
Right.
What do you do in that situation? You're staring down number 3 and you're a secondary man.
I would like to see a lot of strategy. So, lower the shoulder, hit him low.
Close your eyes.
Don't take him high.
Don't take him high.
Absolutely. And here comes Zayden down the probably give MJ a little bit of a breather. I was tired watching that, so.
MJ Dowdy again for the Dogs. Sample left by A.J. Smith. Gain of 4. Second down.
Absolutely. Looks like we're setting up here. We got 2 wide on the right. Kenyon's kind of close, punched in on the left. Zay's directly behind, offset to the right behind Cam. And they got Pinley, who's playing tight end, but he's definitely a big guy. They use him in the blocking game a lot.
Respect this RPO right here. Staring down Aaron
no,
Blackman on the corner. Going with the
They've
spread.
got it.
Goes a dart. Oh, great play.
Hit it for number 6, Lonnie Munoz.
Ball might have been a little bit behind there, but that's okay.
Third down, 6 from the Eagle, 14.
I don't mind. You know what you can get in the ground game, right?
Good ball.
So trying to force the ball in there, you just don't want to have to force it, right?
Correct. It was a great ball.
Oh, that's
Great play
heat
by
on
the
it, though.
secondary there, number 3.
Oh, looks like right here, Cam's going to keep it. He's
Hodge.
got room up the middle, and that is another touchdown for your hometown Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. Dude, the 3-headed monster, when they line up in that duo.
Who do you go? Who do you pick?
Right.
Coach, there's 3 guys who are elite with the ball in their hands.
Right, and you know, coaches on the other side of the field are probably telling their guys, you got to stay disciplined, but you don't know who has the ball. They disguise it so well. The schemes are so great, and that goes back to what you were talking about in the beginning, Coach. You have a whole other year with Coach Pack. You bring in a great coordinator like Coach Chip. This has been a great showing for the offense.
Going for 2 here to
Gonna
get
go
that
for 2.
missed field goal back up.
He's going to keep it. Another sprint out. I mean,
he tricked everybody there.
the RPO is phenomenal. Chip Kelly.
Unbelievable scheme right there. Pulled by Cam Hodge. Jogs into the end zone. 21-7, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a great way to make up for that missed extra point at the beginning of the game, making it even 21-7 game. This has been great.
Shout out Jackson Langford.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Langford for putting this on for us.
Coach, Miss Garrett, man.
These fans are hyped. They are beyond excited.
Man, these boys, man.
They're beyond excited. This has got
Who
me
wouldn't
so
be about
fired up.
this group of boys we got, man?
I
These
know,
guys
right?
are fantastic.
To the schoolhouse on Monday and see these kids. We can't wait to see them after the game.
Yep. Coach Paxia, man, has done an incredible job.
Right.
Doesn't get enough credit. I mean, look, he's not the rah-rah guy, but he's the football-minded
Tactician.
He's a tactician, man.
Absolutely.
I'm a very big fan of Coach Paxia, man. He's done a great job with this team.
He has, for sure. All right, they get set up to kick it up. They get set up to kick it off again. Excuse me there. Oh, he lets it go back into the end zone. He might have had an opportunity there to keep up, to catch that one and run it.
I think Barron kills birds with that leg, dude. That kid,
Sharpshooter.
He's a sharp shooter with that leg.
Absolutely.
Which this is great.
Man, looking at the schedule, we play Forsyth Central next week, and then we follow it up by playing East Forsyth. And that's a great thing for Winder-Barrow because guess who's playing each other tonight? Forsyth Central and East Forsyth.
I'm excited to get the update on that one.
Right, so you're about to have 2 sets of film coming in very soon where you can kind of scheme for these next 2 games. And yeah, they're not region games, but like you said, you want to go 1-0 every week regardless of who it is.
Yep. Drew Richardson at the gun. Trips right.
Throws it out, contain.
One of the returners.
There you go.
Receiver. Gets gobbled up.
That's fine. 2 is fine, right?
Man,
contain him. Force him to cut, let him get the edge on you.
Coach, I'm thoroughly impressed with the secondary's play right now.
Right.
This is not at all what I was expected to come into and see right away.
Absolutely, because all we were hearing all week is, these were young guys, and they were telling us how great these kids could be and how much athleticism they had at that end. But, with the youth, they were kind of talking about, is the discipline going to be there?
Right.
Man, has the discipline been there so far?
We got a flag down. East Jackson does not.
Uh-oh.
As we anticipate the call.
Talking about it. Probably trying to sort things out. Still no winning here. The way the official is facing, it almost looks like they're going to walk it off the opposite way. Favor.
Was a penalty flag on the play. The penalty is a personal foul against East Jackson.
Okay, yeah, can't do that.
State that obvious, Coach. I love it.
Yeah, but again, these kids, they're just beyond fired up to be out here. I mean, it's opening season. It is the opening season, and they're beyond excited to have an opportunity to come out here and showcase their talent. There's nothing better than under the Friday night lights, man. We love football at all levels, right? Our fantasy league that's super competitive that I'd like to shout out. Coach Bo won our fantasy league last year.
No surprise.
And then obviously every Saturday we root for our dogs, diehard Georgia Bulldogs
Can't
fans.
wait, man. Open up against Clemson.
Yeah, Coach Bo actually has the hedges painted in it.
The shout out to my wife for allowing that to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. But
that just shows you, though, how much of football fans we are.
Absolutely.
And how fun this is for us right now.
And there's something about high school football, though, man. It's where kids.
It's fantastic.
It's where you fall in love with the game.
Hey, yes.
It's amazing because these kids are out here for the love of the game, and they play for that team, play for their friends behind and beside them, and in front of them, and it's just beautiful to watch.
Not just the guys that are on the field, but look at the student section, man. These kids, life.
It's pride.
It's pride.
It's pride.
It's what we call nationalism, right, Coach?
That's Unit 6.
Unit 6 of history.
Sprint
there goes
out.
Drew Richardson. There he goes. He's
got to contain him.
Nice.
All
right.
That's fine.
All right.
Drew Richardson.
Looks like he's going to gain about 7, 8 on the play.
Decent little pickup there from Drew, man.
Absolutely. It's going to be about 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12. Very manageable. I would say about anywhere is manageable for this Drew Richardson kid. So, again, secondary's got to be disciplined, not let anything get past them. And those linebackers got to be able.
Gain of 7. It becomes 3rd down, 12.
3rd down and 12 right here. In motion, he sprints back out. I wouldn't be surprised if this is another sprint out, Coach. Looks like he's signaling for timeout. He doesn't like what he sees. Might have had him confused a little bit. They might have been confused a little bit. Either way, that's a definite football. You have the opportunity to come to the sideline. If you're Coach Baxter, what are you scheming for your defense here?
Keep it going.
Right?
Keep it going. Keep getting. I mean, like we said, don't let this kid have a chance to get outside. Just keep attacking him. Make him panic.
Do you send somebody? Or do you keep your linebackers kind of in that, hey, you got to cover the flats in the middle of the field type area?
I think you send Jamarcus at him. Make him panic. Make him get out of the pocket. Well,
Force him to one side of the
Contain him. Yes, correct. Get him to one side of the field.
Absolutely. I definitely want this kid going to one side of the field. I just hope that a lot of my players are on that side of the field. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's got to keep those refs hydrated. Great job by the water technicians down there.
Timeout call by East Jackson there. Yep, right. Yep. It's hot out here.
It's hot out here.
It's hot in this that we're in,
Yeah,
Coach.
but you know what? We're so thankful. Shout out to Coach Noblin for allowing us to do something like this.
Thank you so much, man.
Hopefully, over time, they can get some students in here to do something like this. Would have been right up our alley, man.
Yep. I hope they let us do this again.
Right?
This is fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. As they get set, the
Side
play
of the
caller's
stadium.
getting everybody set.
Starting to pack up.
There you go. I told you
Wagles
sprint out right. He's going to try and cut back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, contain. Oh, looks like we got him, though.
Good.
Atta boy, there's that man, Jamarcus. That is Binion.
That's Wesley.
Excuse me. Yeah, another one of those dudes. One of those dudes that they were talking about is going to have a breakout season.
That's a hard guy to kick. Side corner. And
Right.
Wesley Brinian just put a bear claw on him and pulled him down.
Grabbed him. Just grabbed him. Phenomenal work.
See if we can keep this momentum going on offense.
Are you sending pressure here? Or are you blocking? I'm almost got your foot on the gas pedal.
You know, yeah, you're speaking my language, Coach. You've seen me play NCAA. I'm sitting in the house right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll see what they do.
Here
Looks like they've got. He got it off. That was a good kick right there, man. That kid's got a little bit of a leg on him. Let's go. Let's get some positive yards. Attaboy.
Dude,
Just keep going forward. Attaboy.
Made something.
Again,
Great
there's
job.
that man Kitty.
Flags out. Flags out.
Flags are down on the play. They might be getting Zay for something off. Let's keep an eye on it and see what they call. But again, that goes back to Kenny Glassman being an athlete. We talked about him, 282 yards in the return game last year, 12-5 as a sophomore.
Yep.
It's only enough, and it looks like they're going to back us up a little bit with the way that Coach Paxi is walking down the field. Again, got to stay disciplined, guys. We know you're fired up, but you got to stay disciplined.
Got to stay disciplined. Also, shout out to Kenyon in geometry, man. He did pretty good for us last year, man. Mr. Drummond.
I had him in world history. He's just he's an awesome kid, dude.
Awesome kid. He's a leader of the classroom, man.
Yeah, phenomenal kid. He was doing bear crawls in the hallway today for Miss Kruger.
Was he?
Shout out Miss Kruger.
Shout out Miss Kruger, man.
No, he's just a great kid, man. Great athlete. He looks bigger. I can't get over that, dude. He looks bigger.
He looks bigger.
That's just a testament to this weight room work that these kids are actually doing in first period with them.
We look very physical, man.
Is it just me, or does it feel like there's been a culture shift over the last year or two?
Huge.
Huge, right?
Huge culture shift.
Yeah, like the eat what you kill is the mentality that these kids have kind of taken on.
Tristan Turner checks in.
Yeah,
right
man.
tackle. Coach, can you kind of go in and talk about Tristan Turner, man? I know he's another one of those wrestlers that thing the right way.
I would be hard-pressed to find a single person who has something negative to say about Tristan Turner.
Good luck.
He is a smile emoji in character. He comes to everything that you could ever ask him to come to, and he asks to be where he can be. He works hard to coach his wrestling season. He won our sportsmanship award because he would even come to the girls' meets, and he would come in for practice in the early morning knowing he wasn't going to wrestle, but somebody needed a partner. Always has something positive to say, and that's why everybody loves him, and that's why his teammates love him.
I mean, you know how hard wrestling is. And this kid knew on a weekly basis he wasn't going to go out in matches, but he was doing this to prepare himself to come out here on the football field. This is what.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you asked him what his role was on the team last year, he said that he was Aiden Scott's partner.
Aiden Scott's partner.
And
that's cool
it's
to
very
say,
hard to find kids who can wrestle Aiden Scott, and then you got Tristan who's willing to do it on a day in and day out basis, and you don't even have to ask him to do it.
How about brave enough?
Brave enough.
I'm not stepping
Oh
in
no,
front of Aiden Scott.
I have gotten in the ring with Aiden Scott.
Yeah, but Coach,
too many times.
You were no slouch of a wrestler, Coach. You knew how to wrestle.
I would like to think so. What's the hold up here, Coach? Looks like a little bit of miscommunication. They're talking things over with Paxi on the side.
Paxi's going to get it smoothed out.
Oh, looks like there might have been a little bit of confusion with the football situation. How much time we got left here? We still got 9 minutes. Still got a lot of football left, Coach.
Got a lot of football left. Dogs up 21-7.
Also, you know, while we got this break, I'd like to shout out Coach Trammell. She does a phenomenal job with these cheerleaders.
A lot of work goes into that, man.
Oh, yeah. Always see them practicing.
My mom used to be a sideline coach for Appalachia. After school program, I'd sit there and listen to cheers all day, man. It's repetition.
I could see you doing that. He's going to take a step back, sets his feet.
He's got the seam up the middle.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
A little
that's
outside
fine.
the reach. Good play call right there. Had a guy open, man. Aiden Penley's
You'd like to see
slightly out of
him
the
put
reach.
it on the numbers,
Right.
right? I get it. He's trying to put it over that linebacker in the middle of the field, but you got a guy on the seam, man. Put it on his numbers. Give him an opportunity to make the catch and keep running down the field. Just let him a little too much right there.
Yep, great play scheme right there.
Positive, though.
Yep.
Cam got back into his drop. Ball was going downfield where it needed to go.
It was a pretty ball.
Absolutely, and it's only going to get better with repetition and experience.
First game nerves, man.
You got to remember, the kid tore his UCL last year.
Yep.
He played one drive at quarterback.
Yep.
Here you go. You're going to hand it off at the middle. There's MJ Dowdy. He bounces it.
Nice
cuts back
cut,
up the middle.
man.
Takes 2 defenders down with him.
Cut at the line. Finishes it. This kid is fun to watch.
Absolutely. You know, we were talking to Coach Parker earlier this week, and he kind of said, if If you ask these offensive linemen, they want to run the ball.
They want to run the ball because they invite the physicality. They want to get physical. They want to be able to put guys in the dirt.
Absolutely.
Or in this form, turf.
Yeah, beautiful turf. They didn't have this when we were growing up. Comes back over in motion. He's going to hand it off up again.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Cut, man.
He's got a lane. Cuts
There
back.
I think
he might be gone, Coach.
He's got one guy to beat.
He might be
He's got one guy to beat. MJ slows out by about 6, and the flag goes out.
We got a ref down. A whole lot of launch.
Cam Hodge rushes over to help the ref.
Aiden Scott goes over to pick up the penalty flag. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, Aiden. There you go. Set it back down.
The ref's up moving. He's fine. It looks like he got stumbled up. We can't quite see what tripped him up.
Yep.
I just know the flag came out at the exact same time.
I see some hands on some knees by the East Jackson defenders. Looking a little tired right now. See what the call is. It might be a side.
Great run by MJ Dowdy. You know, we hear about MJ's speed, his power. The kid can cut, but what's really impressive is his vision.
Oh yeah, no, that's what impresses me the most. I would say that this offensive line does their job to help him get those lanes, but right there, you saw the vision. He's getting upfield, and then he's able to cut back right there.
Correct.
Right to find the open field.
Bouncing.
One thing is, you know, when you get to that sideline, man, you can go out, but you're a bigger guy, man. Lower that shoulder and get those 3 or 4 extra yards.
Yep.
Take what you can get from these cats.
He's an all-around great running back.
There has been a lot of breaks in this game today, Coach.
Coach Max checking in on the ref to make sure he's okay.
Absolutely.
This ref looks like an athlete. He's good.
Absolutely. Rub some dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it. Rub some turf on it. Coach, that's just bananas.
That is just bananas.
That's bananas,
absolutely
Coach.
Bonkers. The verdict. Oh, they're waving them on. Another flag.
What's going on here?
Looks like Paxia is going to get called for something.
First penalty is indicated against the Bulldogs.
Paxia looks passionate about something.
Yeah. Got to keep our cool, man. You've got the game going how you want. At this point, it's looking like they can't beat you as much as you could beat yourself.
Don't beat yourself.
Absolutely, and that's the #1 rule going into this. So, got to. Coach Paxia, he's a passionate dude, man. He does this. He'd do this for free. He does this for the fun of it.
Aiden looks pretty upset.
Yep, you got to keep your cool,
Mason
guys.
Wood seems upset.
Now look at Big T calming him down.
Illegal participation against the Bulldogs.
Illegal participation.
That's new. Assume that's coming from somebody on the sideline.
Coach Paxia just like run out there and lower his shoulder on somebody. What's going on here?
I wonder if they threw the penalty on Aiden for going down and picking up the flag, joking around. Which, if that's the case, but I guess you can't do that. But right, he's not trying to be mean about it.
Seemed more of a concern thing, you know. The ref was on the ground and
absolutely
checking in on him. Seems like we're just.
But that's a learning moment. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's different.
You ran the ball this far down the field. Guess what, Coach? You could probably do it again.
keep feeding them, man. And I'm probably going to say this offensive line is not happy.
No. It's just hope they can keep the emotion.
It's a good word for controlled.
Yeah, control, contain. Contain the quarterback, contain your emotions. Let's see. Zay McCoy checks into the set off to the right.
Cam Hodge swallowed up by pressure. He gets out of it, man.
Just keep moving.
He bounces
the shoulder.
off.
He's going to make something out. Great job. Great job.
Play you get nothing out of. That was fun to watch.
That's how you get those yards back. What could have turned into a negative play turns into no yards gained, right?
Yep.
But it's almost like a win for the offense.
Absolutely.
They really had him locked up in the backfield, and he's just able to be an athlete with it.
It's off quarterbacks either.
One thing I would also like to point out, he did have the wheel route with Aiden Pendley going up the sideline. If he had more time, I'd like to think that he probably would have recognized that and able to hit him in stride.
Yep. Looks like he tried to step up in the pocket. And
there was Mariah right there. Shout out to her. She hit a home run last night.
Man, how about that beat down on Appalachia?
Absolutely. You'll love to see it.
Softball team.
There we go. There we go. There we
go.
go. Oh, it's okay.
He had the guy open.
Yeah,
man.
he had London open there on the right.
Ball came out a little flat.
He should start to look to these little a little bit because he's got Grayson Eagles open in the flat, and there's only 2 other defenders out there with another one of our guys able to block. If you make one guy miss, that's a touchdown.
Yep. Schemed up well.
Absolutely. The
defensive line got a hand on it.
Great
Good play. Yes, it does.
Wow, this stadium looks great right now, man. Aiden Penley goes over in motion. Gonna sprint out left. I think they got. Oh, nope. Flips it out.
Still took nothing. Number 50 is a big guy. Swallowed up. Cam bounces off. Flicks it forward. We get nothing. Great defense scheme, but still, man, the athleticism out here is on display.
Yeah, defense has kind of got us in our watch pocket a little bit. You know, it's pretty predictable at this point. You're not going to turn around and hand the ball off when you've still got 10 yards to go. So I'm interested to see. Looks like we're going to take a timeout, try and draw something up that we like. I think you've got to go for this. You're kind of in an awkward territory,
I think you go for it, and I think my dad at home is probably smiling. It was an anti-punt zone growing up.
Absolutely. So if you're Coach Paxi, what are you drawing up?
A 4th and 10 situation. We've seen a lot of running. We've seen some RPOs.
I think you've got a lot of options. So far, it seems like things have worked. Like, dudes are open in space, right? Any miscommunication of like an errant pass here or there. I would definitely send the tight end back up the seam. Right?
The play was wide open.
That's been there. I would definitely probably try and get Kenyon something in space. There's some of those basketball players right there, Jeremiah, JD, and Jaron. Looking forward to seeing those guys take control.
Yeah, shout out Coach McDaniel, man.
I know, right?
He's done an incredible job with this basketball team.
Absolutely. All right, so you got Zane LaCoy in the game. You got 3 wide out in the right. Tight end's going to put his hand in the dirt right here. Cam's in shotgun.
Right. He's looking right.
Throws it. Oh, and he makes the catch. And he makes the catch, and that is a first down. That ball was on a rope. The arm talent, and then the way to go down and make the possession catch right there was phenomenal.
That was a great catch by Grayson Ingle right there, man. Going down, getting the ball on a streak. I mean, that was well drawn up, great execution, great play.
And that's based on, again, like, you know, you see something, you're like, hey, I can go to this when I need to. You've got the whole playbook available.
You've got so many options you can go to.
All right, let's get back to handing the ball off right here.
Yeah,
there it is.
Big guy up front.
There it is.
Keep digging, man.
Moving. That's fine. That's fine. And that's number 7 right there. Cole Smith, the wrestler from East Jackson.
Physical.
Physical, physical, physical. So you still got about 2, and I'd say probably about 7 yards to go before you get into the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if Cam keeps one here. We're watching that end. Oh, he hands it off.
Xavier McCoy,
there
man.
he goes.
Great play. First down, pick up.
If we were playing NCAA, I would go quarterback sneak.
Right.
Oh, I'd go back. I mean, that RPO has been working, man. It's been eating them up. You got 2 yards before you get in the end zone.
Yep. Excuse me.
Goal.
First down.
Spotted at the 2-yard line, so it is 3rd down goal from the Eagles.
3rd and goal, man. This defensive line's huffing and puffing.
It's okay.
Right up the gut.
You got time. Don't want to take too much time. Takes the snap, hands the ball off. Zay makes one cut. Put the foot in the ground, make one cut, and you find the end zone.
Easy, man.
Both these guys, man, just hard to contain.
We see it in college all the time now. You want 2 guys that can run the tired, the other one comes in, he's fresh. It's exactly what you got right here. It's a great job scheming it up. MJ, give him a breather, send Zay in, kick and get it done.
Right. Cam's been running the ball too. That forces that tight end, right, or that defensive end right there to make a decision. Am I going to go upfield and go after the running back, knowing that Cam's going to keep it, when really his assignment, if you're the defensive coordinator, you're telling your defensive end, you've got to stay outside, stay wide.
Yeah.
Cam reads that. You hand the ball off, and Zay's going to get you 3, 4, ends up in a touchdown.
Lynn's
going to walk into the touchdown.
Walks it in.
Wow.
Evan Lynn, easy. Easy.
Dogs are putting on an offensive showcase.
Dogs barking early, coach.
Yeah. It's a great day to be a Winder-Barrow Bulldog.
It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Look at big number 76, Mason Woods down there having fun.
Man, I was able to interview him this week. We'll talk about it a little bit more later on, but dude, it's just such a good kid.
Oh, yeah.
Nice looking crowd out there today.
The red and black definitely sure
box.
looks good. Here he goes, Mr. Chase Barron gets ready to kick it out. Does he go, what would this be, 4 for 4 or 5 for 5? Going out the back of the end zone.
I think this one goes to the field goal. Just to charge this one up and hit the scoreboard with it.
Let's see. If we win our bet a little bit lower.
Foot was in the end zone there.
Yeah,
Foot was in
see,
the end
that
zone.
goes back to that
Automatic touchback
rule.
in high school football, yep.
Yep. You see the changes that's happening across all levels with the kickoff rules, right?
Yep. Not that our opinion matters, Coach, but what's up with that new NFL kickoff scheme?
Well, it's all coming back from the data suggesting that that is probably the most dangerous play in football, right? And they want to keep the athletes safe. Well, that's where their money is, right? You don't want your best wide receiver getting hurt on the first play of the game.
Correct. It makes sense when you got gladiators running full speed down the line. Something's bound to happen badly.
Right, and so it's just a protective measure to make sure that these kids stay healthy, and that way we can kind of do our part, which is our part, right?
Correct.
Protect these kids. As they set up. Running back's going to keep it.
Oh, he slides right
breaks.
Up the middle, man.
Giovanni Tuggle comes up, meets him with Evan Lynn right there to make the tackle. That is awesome. Jamarian Parks did break one right there. The kid's kind of fast. He finds a little seam. He's able to kind of snake through.
Could Giovanni Tuggle be the next Shandon Sullivan for this one?
That is definitely possible.
That's
Why
a
don't you tell
possibility.
everybody who Shandon Sullivan is? for those who
Shandon
don't know?
Sullivan, why don't you just turn on the TV on Sundays and watch?
Yeah.
Cornerback. That whole family, man.
Yeah,
all
phenomenal.
athletic. Great family.
They try and go back to the same play right there, but the Dogs were ready.
29-7. All dogs. All dogs barking early.
It'd be really nice to be able to go down and stop them here, get the ball back, try and score before halftime, and then I think we get the ball after halftime, don't we?
Yes, we do.
That would be phenomenal. There we go. Oh, Billings got some pressure coming off the edge. Quarterback's able to step up. Somebody's got to catch this kid. Boom!
Oh my gosh, what a collision.
What a
right
nice
there.
hit. Able to make the tackle. 11 on 11.
Big hit right there. Great tackle.
Penalty
by Evan
flag is back too,
Yep.
so it's looking like this might be on the offense.
Yep. Flag backs him up.
Yep. Holding on the offense, yeah. It's going to back them up. Coach, you talked to Paxia. Things that Paxia told you.
Man, he wants to see the growth. He wants to see these guys grow, man. He's excited to see that jump from year one to young guys that he's excited to see step up. One guy we've seen early, Giovanni
Quarterback keeps
Tuggle.
it. It's supposed to be a halfback screen. Sorry to cut you off there, Coach.
What up?
Just throws it off the back
Yo, all
back foot, flicks it out. But back to what you're saying about the improvement, right?
Correct. I mean, you get to finally start putting your touches on in the weight room. From an athletic background, that's where you build your team, your units from, right? I mean, that's where you create the culture in the weight room.
Yeah, and you're really seeing it on display here with the offense, man.
We're powerful. We're very strong.
Absolutely, absolutely. Send the running back to the other side.
This is one
Sprint
of the
outright.
I've seen.
Oh, they got him in
Nowhere
the
to
backfield.
go.
Way to
Nowhere
go,
to go.
Dogs. Big
They're
number
scheming up
73, Aiden
perfectly.
Scott. Region linebacker Cameron Gresham there to make the stop, contain the quarterback. Those boys were able to do it, and now they're going to give us the ball back with 4 minutes left and an opportunity to go down.
It's textbook. That's a textbook play.
That is
keep them contained.
Right.
Linebacker comes in, makes a hit on Drew Richardson.
Absolutely, and that goes back to that. Tom Brady always talked about the in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're able to score and then get the ball back and score there, that's 14 free points.
14 free points, yes, sir.
Did step one, get the ball back. Can you go down and score here? Oh, almost got to that one. It's okay, that's okay. They're going to pick it up. Coach is probably going to tell him when he gets to the sideline, let that one bounce a little bit.
Yep. We got 3 minutes left to see if these dogs can go down the field and score.
Such thing as scoring too fast in this situation if you're the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs.
I was about to ask if do we take more of a conservative role, or are we going guns a-blazing right down the field? But fortunately, at the same time, our run game is a home run waiting to happen.
So we know what we're capable with the ball in our hands. Our defense has done an amazing job stepping up and holding these guys. I think you take the points when you can get them. If you've got a play that you like, that's your go-to right now.
Yep, score.
Absolutely.
That number on the scoreboard means a lot. Kids start feeling defeated. Like a boa constrictor, coach. Choke it out.
Yes, absolutely. You got there in the game. They got a little bit of a bunch set here. It looks like they're going to turn around and hand it off. The Cam is going to keep it, actually. Tries to make one man miss, but they're going to catch him in the backfield.
Yeah. Great play.
Yep.
There.
And again, for those who couldn't tell, it's Cowboy out tonight. That's why you see all the Cowboys in the crowd.
Cam Hodge keeps Ryan on the tackle for a loss. Second down, 14, Bulldogs.
So second and a little bit longer than what you would like. I like what I'm seeing right here in the slot, Coach. He keeps it, sprints out, cuts back.
Left.
He's got a little bit of room.
There's that power.
Goes down. Hey, I'm okay with that. Go down. Take the positive yards where you can.
Yep. That's something that's really cool to see, man. Busted plays. What's going to happen?
Absolutely, and then you get yourself into a third and manageable, right? Again, if you're East Jackson right there, you almost feel a little defeated. You feel like you had him, right? In the backfield, and he's able to make one cut and get upfield.
Now you got 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and long.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they turned around and handed the ball off right now. Still got 2 minutes left in the half.
Going.
Still got 3 wide out to the right. Kenyon Glasper tucked close to the left. Turns around, keeps it. He's going to throw it to Aiden Penn.
Yep.
What a play.
High up there.
Looked a little high on the tackle, but the refs are going to let them play on. Benny Penley right there. Great job, Cam. Again, going back. Looks like we got a little bit of laundry left on the... Dogs get set. Clock is still... Cam's going to take his drop, sets his feet, steps up in the pocket. He's got... he had Aaron Blackman coming off the edge. That kid, again, just such a phenomenal athlete, number 27.
I think we might have some guys open deep downfield, but not enough time to see.
Yeah. Gain of 4 is not bad here, but we got to get this ball moving because we're running out of time. Looks like we still got 2 timeouts. Probably wait till about the 42nd mark. You got a big arm, you got athletes on the edge. I wouldn't be surprised if you see somebody like Kenyon Glasper go for a vertical here.
Yamaha steps up again.
There he goes.
Got him. Got your guy. Oh, bobbles it out. Cam did a good job just getting rid of it. A little high on the pass, but
again, he's got him in the field. He's focused on getting upfield,
he's
right?
looking to score.
He's in space. He's got to learn to make that catch and get upfield.
Once again, though, another open look.
Yeah.
Coach, this is fortune telling for the season.
I think we've got to get Cam outside the pocket here.
Yep.
You've got to get him legs, let him going to one side of the field. Yes, that does cut you off, but I would send Kenyon going on a deep post or something to meet him maybe in the middle of the field.
How about
there it is right there. Get him outside the pocket. Got Aiden Penley in the flat.
There's number 27, Aaron Blackman, coming off that corner, man.
Yeah,
that kid the pressure. Cam couldn't see over, and we know this guy plays long, forces the dump out to Aiden Penley.
Yeah. Mitchell right there with a great tackle right there on Aiden Penley, man. Aiden Penley's a big kid. I know. He wrestles for us. He's been a 2-year varsity. He'll be varsity again this year. Not an easy one to tackle in open space.
Absolutely not.
Timeout, Bulldogs. Good use of timeout. You got 23 seconds out. You probably got, I don't know, you want to cut the field in half here.
Yep.
You're not just looking for a first down. A first down would be great, but you probably want to cut the field on about the 45-yard line. You know if you cut the field in half here, then you got one timeout that you can burn to kind of protect you. Take one shot play down. If you don't hit it, you're set up for a field goal.
Get points, right? Let's get points. Got 23 seconds, 4th and 5. Find a way to get a first down. Expand. Worst case scenario, if you got to give it to Barron, let them make you 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Get the ball at half.
Yeah. Take your opportunities where you can get them, that's for sure. It's like the end of the timeout. Dogs are going to get set. If you're East Jackson, what are you doing here? I'm probably dropping my guys.
Yep.
But I am sending number 27.
Say 27 Blackman has to stay on the attack.
Yeah, that kid, he can get to just about anybody. Look how long he is.
Dude, he's just plays and wide.
Coming off that edge.
Here he comes again, slides right on by.
Up, he
Great
gets the ball to Kenny Glasper in space.
Kenny
he makes one
the field
cut,
right there.
stays on
up
his feet. That's okay.
There, man.
And again, there is that cut the field in half, take what you can get, call the timeout where you have to call the timeout. Now you've got a shot play. If you don't hit,
still got timeouts, coach.
Yeah.
Still got timeouts. There's some points are about to be put up right here.
And I'm telling Cam here that you're going to have one look, okay? And if you don't see it, you either throw that ball out of bounds or you sprint to the sideline. If you can't get to the sideline, you've got to throw that ball out of bounds.
You know Cam Hodge, though, he's probably going to be looking to the end zone. So that's going to be something that we need to see, the discipline in him right here. It's going to be very telling for him and how he handles this offense.
Throw the ball where only your guy can get it.
Correct.
Don't underthrow anything here. Throw the ball over top. Let your guy be an athlete, go up and make a play. And if nobody does, then at least you come out with points. And then lastly, you've got to tell your offense, if this ball gets tackled, if the player with the ball gets tackled in bounds, you have to hurry up and get to that offensive line and spike it.
Correct. Or, I mean, like I said, though, you still got timeouts that you can burn up if needed.
I don't think we have any timeouts left. I think that might have been our final timeout right there. Let's see right here. This is what you live for, right? 2-minute drill.
7 right here, coach.
There you go. You see Kenny Glasper
see
in motion, takes his drop.
He's
there
got,
he is.
he's got Glasper wide open in the corner. Slightly outthrown.
He had him.
Had Glasper open on the wheel route.
Yep.
Put him in motion, wheel route, perfect scheme, just outside.
That is
Glasper's
a great play.
reach.
You know what, Coach? Still got 9 seconds.
Still got. Coach, I think we got 12 seconds.
Oh, still got 12 seconds. Let's see what we're looking for here. It doesn't get more open than that, Coach.
Nope. Wide open, man.
You got Kenyon out there on the edge. Number 13, another wide receiver on him. He steps back. He takes his drop. He's got Grayson Ingle. Oh, he's got Kenyon open.
Pick out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
5 seconds left.
So this is going to be telling right here. Do we take our points by trying to go for a field goal, or do you go for? I think there's a little bit of hesitancy with the missed field goal after the first touchdown earlier. Don't you agree?
There could be, and we also have such a big lead that I don't think we're desperate to put 3 up.
Right, absolutely.
I think you put up 6 or 7, you got more of a statement going into half.
I almost wonder, though, don't you want a win going into something that you can feed off of? And it looks like East Jackson's going to burn a timeout right here, set up for get a defensive scheme out there. It's actually very smart by the coach.
Talking about what you're saying with momentum, I mean, you go on a 40-something yard kick, the momentum could swing.
Absolutely.
Kind of like what you're saying, you know, you want to go to the half feeling good about something, bite you.
Right.
Now, I mean, vice versa as well, trying to go for it right here. These coaches know what they're doing.
Absolutely. And you got to think, too, if you don't score here, that kind of amps up this defense for East Jackson. You know, if you're a coach, you're telling your guys when you go into halftime, yeah, we've got this big lead, but we've got a whole nother ball game we got to play.
Yes, sir.
Right? And so if you're East Jackson, this is a win if you're able to stop these guys right here. Now, if you're Coach Paxia, again, we keep going back to this. You got the whole playbook. You've got dudes that you know you can get open in space, and you're probably telling your quarterback, you've got this read and you got this read.
Yep.
Pick one, throw it.
What I like about settle.
No.
He goes for that foot on the throat mentality, man.
That goes back to their they truly believe that they can go out and win this region this year. And so,
hey,
scared money don't make money.
I'm a believer. After seeing how these both sides of the ball look, I'm a believer.
I would say if you open up the game with 4 verts, you're willing to throw the ball down the field.
I think so too.
Here we go. Let's see what we can make happen. He takes back. He's looking on the right side of the field. He throws it deep.
Lobs it up.
He's
got
got
man
London
deep.
Munoz. Touchdown for the half.
Let's see where the flag is.
Got a flag on the play. They might be getting a lineman downfield.
Oh, no. Great play call. Good ball. Good execution there.
Looks like the refs are going to talk about it. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Mistakes like that are going to happen early in the season, man.
That's okay, though. You know, if I'm there's a little miscues that happen real early in the season, and it goes to spring ball and the scrimmage and stuff like that. That's where you're hoping to make those, to get those mistakes. Going by the Bulldogs in the first half. Excited for what we can see moving forward, absolutely. Well, glad to be back with y'all. Let's bring it to the band now.
Bulldogs.
After the penalty, the line of scrimmage becomes the 30-yard line. 3rd down, 15 dogs. Hodge pass is complete to number 18, Aiden Finley. That is the end of the first half with the score, Winder-Barrow 29, East Jackson 7. Bulldog fans, we have a special present yard line before halftime begins. We'll hold the clock. Tonight, Winder-Barrow recognize a longtime supporter of Bulldog football and athletics, Coach Bill Nunley. Bill coached and taught in the system from 1971 until his retirement in 2002. He was the athletic director as well as the head coach at Winder-Barrow Middle School and Westside Middle School, coaching football, boys and girls basketball, boys and girls track, and boys wrestling. As the varsity head coach of both boys and girls golf here at Winder-Barrow, where he led his 1996-97 boys team to the region title. This season of Bulldog football is Phil's 30th consecutive year of being a volunteer press box spotter. Information helps ensure an accurate play-by-play accounting of the action on the field for all the Bulldog fans and visitors on game nights. Bill is joined on the field by Melissa and their 2 children, Grant and Cassie, along with their spouses and children. Bill told me last week that during his recovery, one was just a terrible stroke and 2 heart attacks that Bill suffered at the first of the year. Bill told me that his goal this year was to be with the dogs on Friday night and be with his dogs between the hedges Bulldog fans, y'all have a great round of applause for a true double G Bulldog, Coach Bill Dudley.
Welcome back, football fans. We're back live here. How about that halftime show, Coach?
Man, unbelievable job by these guys, man. So much preparation and time goes into this band, dude. That was fantastic.
Dr. Floyd really does have something to be proud of with these with the Double G band here at Winder.
Yep, absolutely. Great group of kids, man. They're doing a fantastic job.
Yep. So during halftime, we checked some developments going on. We know next week we head to Forsyth Central. Forsyth Central is currently playing East Forsyth, who we actually play in week 3.
Yep.
And East Forsyth is up 27-10 at halftime in that game.
Yep.
So you got a lot going on there. We'd also like to take a second to shout out some of these kids who are running this production, because this is the AV class and the AV club that is putting this on. Yes, headed up by Mr. Langford, but he's but one man. He has fully acknowledged how great these kids are.
Yep, just like a head coach, man. He's scheming up. He's putting these kids in the right position, and they're doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely. So you've got Aiden up top and Angel up top. They're the ones kind of catching the game with the camera, doing a phenomenal job with that. Chance is directing right now. Josh is the sound guy. Elijah's our graphics guy, who's working great stuff with that. And then you got Cole McKinn down there on the sideline. He's the one catching all those sideline shots. And then obviously Mr. Langford, who's heading everything up. And it's just, again, such an honor to be able to sit here and talk football with my main man tonight.
That's right.
And put on a great show for the Winder-Barrow people.
You know, I was going to say, I think Cole's getting as many yards in as MJ Dowdy tonight. Man,
right.
That kid is putting in the work up and down that sideline.
Yeah, he was able to take a little break, get some water in him, refueled, and he's hyped to get back down there and catch a few great shots.
These kids take a lot of pride in this, man, and I'm very proud of this entire group.
Yep, so you were actually able to catch an interesting development during halftime. Why don't you let the people know a little bit about that?
I'm going to start off by saying it was from Love Ski. All right? Coach Owens gave me the update at half, man. These boys are in this locker room right now pre-gaming. That's right, pre-gaming.
At
they
halftime.
are not settling.
Right.
They're not settling. They said Cam Hodge is stepping up. He's talking. Your boy on defense.
Yeah.
Jamarcus.
Yes.
He's going crazy, getting the boys focused, man. I mean, this says so much about what Paxi has done.
Yeah.
If you
The
can
culture.
Have the culture. If you can have kids have self-accountability amongst each other, that's everybody's dream as a head coach.
We said it. Don't get complacent. Act like there's a whole other ball game left to play, and watch what you can do. Because we saw some fireworks in that first half.
We saw some fireworks. We saw the skill sets. It's a new game.
Absolutely. I mean, MJ Dowdy, we don't have the official stats on us, but MJ Dowdy's got to be over 100 yards,
He's racking up early. He racked up early in that first half. And having Xavier McCoy, I'm pretty sure both guys are fresh.
Absolutely. And you know what the biggest stat line I think is, as a Winder-Barrow Bulldog fan, knowing what this kid Drew Richardson can do, holding him to less than 100 yards rushing in the first half.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct. Holding him in the pocket and the way we're scheming up and getting blitz packages on him, we're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, these coaches, they sure have these boys prepared. The kids are fired up and ready to play. And I think that we have an opportunity to come out here in the second half and not only put more points on the board, but really show people what we're capable of.
I was going to say, set a statement.
Absolutely.
Let everybody in the region know the Double G Dogs are here to stay, and they're here as a threat.
Absolutely. And that goes back to what you kind of said, Paxia bringing in his system last year, having a full season under his belt now. They put in the summer this off. They put in the work this summer in the off season. They're here in the mornings working and grinding, watching film. These kids love football, and it's showing on the field tonight.
These kids are waking up like it's a college schedule, right? They are waking up at an early hour to get to practice before school starts, then having to go through the school, go to weight room. I mean, these kids are putting in the hours. These kids want it, they take pride in it, and they're doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about scheme a little bit.
Yep.
You want to keep the pressure on them. You want to keep your foot on the gas. You want to make sure that you are still pounding the ball, but do you go to the air a little bit more here and try and get Cam some reps to get comfortable and settled in?
I think your answer is the RPO. Keep the RPO going. You're giving Cam the ability to read the defense, to pass it out when he needs to, get rid of the ball. I mean, the RPO is working. We keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Now let's get back to, we got 3 men deep ready to return. Let's see what we can make happen in this second. They kick it off. This one is definitely going to be returned. Ball's on the ground. Flips.
Good cutback.
Good cutback, still grinding, but they've got a group on him right there. And shout out to my dad. I'll try and limit the absolutelys from the read. But I'm set in my ways, and I can't help it.
He's a perfectionist.
He is.
He's a perfectionist.
Not for real, though.
And we are amateurs.
There it is again. For real, though, shout out to Mom and Dad up there in White County who are keeping up with the game tonight. They're big-time Bulldogs fans. Got a huge gust of wind coming in from the crowd.
That was a big gust of wind there.
Penalty flag on the return.
Do have a penalty on the return. Looks like it is backing us up currently. We've got some hardware, TV falling on the sidelines. I'd be more upset if it didn't feel so good, Coach. The air feels good.
Yeah, I'm not complaining with that breeze coming through. Hodge at the helm. The RPO handoff.
And here we go. That Zay McCoy finds a gap.
Man.
He's met by looks like the safety and the linebacker in the middle.
Xavier McCoy on the kick. Second number 50, Paul Jenkins.
We do got some wind coming in this way. I hope that's not a storm. I hope we're able to get some football in tonight. Or should I say the rest of the football. Keeps the RPO. He hits Kenyon Glasper on a
screen side, man. Look at the offensive line pulling.
Man downfield. And I think he might
go.
be gone.
Oh, Kenyon Glasper.
Let's go. Get the ball in your athlete's hands and watch what they can do. Settled in. Cam makes a great read right there. If that deep, then all you got to do is pull the ball and dish it out to that athlete and let him go.
And you know what, Coach? I don't know if you saw that, but that offensive line pulled. That was a schemed up wide receiver screen. Those boys got after those corners, Kenyon Glass, and took it all the way.
Yeah, well, that was just absolutely beautiful.
Great play call. Kenyon Glasper. That's what we were wanting to see from him, man. He's talented.
Yeah, I talked to him in the hallway earlier today, and I asked him what he thought might happen, and he said that he thought he had an opportunity to go out there and show everybody just how.
Doing just that.
Unfortunately, it does look like we've got some rain coming in. But rain never stops football.
Especially not on no turf.
Thankfully, we're in the box.
Yes. Unless we catch that gust of wind.
Scored by number 4, King, on a 77-yard
77 yards on a screen.
And you know, Kenyon Glasper's been open all day.
He has.
All day long. What easier way to throw a screen?
Right. Little bubble screen right there, right?
Bubble screen, let him go.
Got the slot peeling out to block the corner, and then Kenyon on the edge. He's going to peel back in, get your offensive line moving. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Dude, that offensive line, that was fun to watch.
I think you called it, Coach. You said you keep the RPO rolling and see what you can make happen.
Don't stop it, man. Don't stop it.
RPOs,
you're starting to see RPOs become a thing of the college football era. If you can get a quarterback that knows how to run it, who's a threat on the ground, it's kind of a defensive coordinator's nightmare.
For sure. I mean, how do you stop that knowing that this off to a Division I athlete, keep the ball as a Division I athlete, or dish the ball out to Kenyon Glasper, who might get some looks this season.
If he keeps this up, there's no doubt he's going to be able to go somewhere.
That kid was off to the races.
flying.
I did not know that he was that fast.
I did not know. I think Drew Richardson was watching him. That was a lot of speed right there.
That was some serious top speed right there. So Dogs are set to kick it off again. We got Chase Barron here. Talk about coming out and scoring quick. That was less than a minute. That was less than a minute.
That's an ideal start for the half.
I mean, you got the ball. There was a penalty. We spent more time on the penalty than we did actually on the field playing football. That's awesome. And he just the end zone.
Absolute bullets out of here, man.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you could just do that every time, I don't know why you wouldn't. I would. It takes away the opportunity for a big. If you had a leg like that, I would just kick it out the back of the end zone. You know where they're going to start.
We got some rain coming down. Trying to find some cover.
You know, as long as there's not lightning or anything in the area, and I probably should knock on wood, then we're going to play on and play some football.
We're going to play on. Hopefully the storm gets out of here pretty quick.
Good thing we can run the ball.
Rain. Yep, good thing we just scored.
Look at that. Look at all that rain and the lights. These kids. Cheerleaders running for their lives.
You know, I hate to say it, but it's pretty dry in here, Coach.
Football players are absolutely loving it, though. Look at these guys. Coaches smiling on the sideline.
Man, we're feeding. We're feeding off of it.
Kids are absolutely loving it. You got Gio Tuggle checking out the game right here. Zion Nunley back there deep.
You know, maybe everybody will go into cover and pull up their live streams and check in with us.
He's going to hand the ball off. Looks like Parks is going to find a little bit of a room. Zion Nunley, though, great tackle.
Hard run.
Yeah, good run by the – good job, Zion Nunley, though, coming up from the safety position to make the stop. Band is putting on their ponchos. We've seen it all tonight, Coach.
Yes, we
Blazing hot when we got here.
Yes.
Great first half of football.
I remember seeing a cloud in the sky when we showed up.
Running back. Oh, that's Brantron. He's met. That was a good solid run right there. I don't know if we saw that in the first half. A little wide receiver.
Brantron kid is a freak athlete. East Jackson's going to need to lean on him a lot in the second half and the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get the ball in their play. They tried really hard in the first half to let Drew Richardson cook, and he had flashes, right? But now, get the ball in your athlete's hands as quick as possible and see what they can do. And it looks like he's going to sprint out, and he's going to get Brantron blocking on the edge. This kid might find some room. He might find some room, and I don't know if anybody's going to catch him, Coach.
Difference of Drew Richardson's speed.
He's just too fast, and it works too good.
That's a really hard thing to do there. That is a very hard thing to do, is have an angle and still get beat.
Yeah, that's just next level speed. Almost saw a flag on the play, but looks like there is no laundry on the field. Good run right there by East Jackson. Again, they also took one from your page book, or page coach. They run in the RPO.
RPO back, man.
Great 24 is going to step back. He's going to try and drill this one through the up. You know, that is the first touchdown that the first time East Jackson has scored since their second drive of the first half.
Second drive, yep. And deja vu, Richardson strikes with his feet.
I think you just got to go back. You know, Coach Baxter's done a phenomenal job making adjustments, and I'm sure that he's just going to continue. I wouldn't be surprised if you do see Gio enter the game again. Just the speed and the physicalness that he's shown in the. And you got to get those defensive ends coming upfield, right?
Correct.
They got to contain, try and keep him in a box, force him to throw that ball right there, because we were set up to stop that screen. Containment, and when you beat containment, it's a foot race, and that kid seems to be winning a lot of foot races tonight. So they're set to kick it back off. I wonder if we're going to start to see the weather affect any of these types of moments where, you know, you're trying to catch the ball. If you're an offensive coordinator, it's pretty obvious on the ground, especially with how successful you've been in the run game. I wouldn't be mad if Kenyon took this one back. Kick it to him. They're going to kick it over to Zay. Zay's going to try and come back to the right side. Oh, keep your feet moving there. Cuts back.
Wow.
Good cut. Finds a seam. He's got some room in front of him. Only the kicker there to stop him. And good tackle. Yep.
That is just things you cannot teach a kid to do.
Right. For a second there, I was thinking, what you doing? And then he said, shut up, Coach Moore.
He did, man.
And showed me why he's the athlete on the field, and I'm up here talking about it. He might have. I wouldn't be mad. You know, that's how you come back out right there. Uh-oh, Zay's down on the field. You hate to see this. One of your athletes. Coach Mack's running out there. He's going to check on him. Wesley's checking into the game. Looks like a cramp. Fortunately, it just looks like a cramp.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of touches since the second quarter.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, it's been so hot out here today that it's kind of like, how do you keep from cramping when you're in this part of the season? You're coming fresh off the summer. It's hot. You got to keep them hydrated. You know that they're staying hydrated. That rain is falling down hard right now. People
It is monsoon in the background, man. You can hear people screaming, man.
Absolutely.
Our guys are loving it, man.
Yeah, Zay's laying on his back getting a nice shower. They got him stretched out.
Yeah.
Now he's going to run off the field. You love to see that. He's got to keep these kids from cramping. I remember in middle school we used to eat pickles, right?
Correct.
Pickle juice keeps you from cramping somehow. I don't know.
Pickle juice and mustard. Back in my catching days, I felt like that's all Coach Mack would do for me, man. Every inning it was like mustard or pickle juice. It was kind of a coin flip what I was going to get.
Do you still eat mustard?
Of course.
Shout out to our cheerleaders. They're still
Man,
going
look at
strong
this.
down there, dude.
Look
They're
at the
putting on a
storm.
cheer. That gonna turn around, gonna run a little. Ooh, that was an interesting little
Is this
play.
MJ
You got Wesley
Dowdy?
Binion going up a
Is this
seam.
Wesley
He
Binion?
finds a little bit of room. Just hold on to the ball right there,
Wesley
my man.
Binion, strong.
Great run right there. What a play. You draw up a little tight end, little motion screen play right there.
Fantastic play. Angry. Thought it was MJ Dowdy at first.
Hey, I don't think that was an RPO. I think that was probably a drawn up. But what an interesting play to have the tight end coming off a little, you know, almost like a little pool and turn around and hand it to him. If you got athletes, again, get them the ball.
Give them the ball. Let them do
The
what
rain
they know how to
sure
do.
is coming down. Holy.
Another hand.
You got MJ Dowdy,
this time.
finds some
He's
little
just
room. He's got a
jogging through this
cavalier.
defense, man.
Oh my God, caravan of blockers.
Jogging through this defense.
There we go, there we go.
No need to throw the ball here. Raining like this, you got a dominant run performance. The offensive line is getting better throughout this. Something to see.
That goes back to kind of your statement early on. Wear them out.
Beat them down.
I've seen a lot of East Jackson defenders, hands on their hips, right, bent over. I think our run game is starting to take its toll on them.
How many times, Coach, have you seen wrestlers get gassed early and lose it in the last?
Oh, that's the name of the game. And look at it,
MJ
stays
Dowdy
on his feet.
just weaving in and out.
Blockers pushing him downfield.
His feet going, man.
Dog's offense has taken over this
MJ
game.
Dowdy is slow to get up.
Cramping. I think that's just another cramp.
We hope
Looking at the
on his
hamstring.
leg.
I think that's a cramp.
It's definitely a cramp.
It's that time of the year.
He's getting up on his own. Just come out there quick to check on the superstar running back.
Heck, put Mason in there at running back.
Yeah, I would love to see that, man. I don't think the defensive line would like to see that. I think Mason Woods has a Bass Pro hat on.
I don't think anybody's left our student section. Sounds
Kids are
about right.
dedicated, man. Kids are dedicated. They're fulfilling the cowboy role. Cheerleaders got the ponchos on.
Yep.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the Eagles, 12.
Would like to say Mason Woods is no longer in the game. It looks like, oh, Cam's get ball's on the ground. Oh, and they've got it in their hands.
Jackson scoops it up. A costly turnover possibly there early.
Got off to kind of a bad start on that play. They kind of swallowed up London Munoz on the little jet sweep right there, and then Cam tried to pull it. When it's wet, you know, these things happen.
Yep.
Just don't let this game.
Yep. Keep,
Right?
Yes. Yep. Cannot allow East Jackson to slowly chip away back into this game.
Right. Try and keep this one in control.
And I would like to say this East Jackson coaching staff, great group of guys.
Yeah.
They've all been very respectful, very nice guys. I mean, they've done a great job with this team.
Oh, he sprints out.
And
He's going to keep going. He's got
He's
Cam
gonna
Gresham
change
trying to
the
hunt him
field,
down.
man.
Billings is going to follow.
he's going Reggie Bush on us.
There you go.
Way to finish it right there.
Got a coach on the ground.
Got another guy down.
Uh-oh. That is Gio Tuggle down currently. Looks like they're going to play on, though. Got him on the sideline. They're going to play on.
Playing on. We'll see how he does if he gets moving around here shortly.
Oh, he's going to keep it. He's got a little room
Richardson,
up the middle.
He's gone.
Yeah.
There's no catching him. He's gone. Actually, number 29's hawking him down. Goes for the strip.
Zion Nunley right there.
Zion Nunley must have heard me in this pregame show talking about how I think Drew Richardson might be the fastest guy on the field.
Good job coming in right there, too, for Gio. When Gio goes down, you got a guy who can step up, and he's going to make sure, you know. It would have been real easy just to hold up right there and let him get the touchdown, but these kids are going to fight.
You definitely don't want to hit the panic button, but you can kind of feel that momentum changing just a little bit.
I mean, this is
loose.
No, they got Brantron. He slips and he falls.
Slides.
East Jackson can get a first down if they get the ball to the 1-yard line. He's up. He's jogging down the sideline. You love to see this.
I think another cramp, man. First game. You guys will get the hang of it.
Tilt your head up. Open your mouth. It's raining. Yeah.
He seems fine. He's moving around.
They're going to hand the ball up the middle.
Number 1 gets swallowed
Parks
up.
has it. They swallow him up at about the 4-yard line. That's big Aiden Scott right there.
Big Aiden Scott.
Tackle made by number 73, Aiden Scott. Third down, 4.
3rd and 4. Just say that this is 4-down territory. If you don't get the first down here, you're probably not going to settle. I bet they run that RPO again. Turns around. He's met in the backfield. Great play.
Him up, man.
Great play. Met him at the line of scrimmage, got him on the ground. Great job, guys. You got an opportunity to hold them here.
Tackle led by number 9, Wes Binion.
Drew Richardson is squatting down.
It's 4th down.
I want to know the stats on Drew Richardson right now for
Yeah, I
his
know.
rushing yards.
I would say he's over 100 yards
Easily.
now.
Easily.
Almost had 100 yards on that one run right there.
Student section.
Timeout by the coach. They're going to call him over. He didn't
here.
like what he saw. Good use of a timeout. Gives both teams an opportunity to hear. Gio's going to check back into the game. That's awesome. Gives both teams an opportunity to hear to kind of draw up something that they like.
We got to regroup, man. We got to find a way to get the momentum back on our side. Yes, we're up 36-14. Still, we've seen crazy.
If I'm the defensive coordinator right now for Winder, I am whoever's my fastest linebacker. You're spying the quarterback.
Spy the quarterback.
Because I'm East Jackson. I'm having Drew Richardson sprint out to the right on that wide side of the field,
and you know,
find something in the end zone he can hit, and if make a play on your feet.
I was going to say, with it raining, you know, I wouldn't look for the ball to go up to the sky much. You know, get Drew out of the pocket, or excuse me, don't let him get out of the pocket.
Right.
That kid's bananas, man. He's fast.
I think the athletes, dude. That number 1, Parks, he's impressed me tonight with his ability to find a hole and get through it. All right, now this is interesting.
4th down.
If he's going to sprint out, all of his receivers are on the
4th down.
And he's just going to take his normal drop. Receiver falls down. They get him in the backfield. Wesley Billy. Let's go.
Number 9 is
like a good neighbor, Wesley is there, baby. What a sack on 4th down.
Catches him in the backfield. Dude, that is awesome. We'll talk about momentum shift. We talk about momentum so much tonight. They get a great run like that. Zion Nunley might be the hero of that drive.
That's exactly, Coach. That effort, man, that is taking pride in those scores on the board, man. Not allowing them to walk down the field and score.
And then your defense is able to hold them on 4th, and they could have had a first down. I think the receiver falling down in the end zone, that was his first look. He was going to route right there, try and catch the cornerback napping. Now look, offense, get the ball back on the ground.
Run the ball. Pound it away. Sees a
Hodge
lane.
keeps it, sees a lane,
He
keeps
trucking.
his feet moving.
This kid runs like Tim
Shucking
Tebow,
tacklers
man.
off. Yes, that is a quarterback, ladies
That
and
kid
gentlemen.
runs like Tim Tebow. He's waving in. The shoe came off.
Shoe came off.
Cam Hodge letting the
Get that boy some Skechers because he just slipped his shoe back on.
Wish I was that fast. I could run it out on my shoes. You can tell the rain is
going a little bit with a hurry-up
powerful
style here. Keep the defense on their toes. You do got Aaron Blackman on the edge.
Hard run right there.
Right there. And it's good to see Zay back in the game, man. It's good to see Zay McCoy back in the game. And he's going to jog off the field, but that's okay. Put Wesley Binion back there.
I was
running
about
back.
to say, can we see a little more Wesley?
Here's MJ. He's ready to go.
Not a bad problem to have, putting MJ back in. Rain's still pouring pretty hard.
Yeah, the rain is pouring. That's that's okay.
Rain's causing a little sloppiness.
Might have tipped your cap a little bit right there. That looks like they're starting to run a keep right there.
We hope everybody on the street.
Keeps it on the ground. MJ Dowdy finds a hole there. It's going to be third and a little bit longer than what you would like, but are you limited by the rain? Do you open up right here, or do you still say it is what it is, I'm going to keep it on the ground and try and get out of here without turning the ball over?
I think you just keep pounding it in the trenches, man. Guys are cramping up, but with it being so wet, throwing this ball through the air is going to be
I wouldn't mind
problem.
seeing Wesley Binion tied in jet sweeps. Get the ball outside.
Get him outside. Now, you know, Aaron Blackman, number 27, though,
he is on that
kind
edge.
of a problem. Like we said, he plays.
That kid, he's kind of hovered on that wide side of the field because he is a great athlete.
Look at him coming off the
edge.
edge.
I think you called it. They're going to get MJ. MJ's able to find a few yards, but it's not.
Now you're starting to see kind of what we saw last year with people stacking the box. Now, granted, this is due to the rain. Now, having this
in the box, like you were saying, you don't have an opportunity to run the ball as well as you'd like. And if it wasn't raining like it was, like you're saying, that's your opportunity to RPO it and push the ball downfield with the passing game. But
yes, having this rain eliminates your option to pass.
Absolutely.
Effectively, at least.
There's another absolutely for you, Dad.
You know he's loving that.
I know.
I think you're doing a great job, Coach.
I mean, we would have been here at this game anyway. We literally had dinner planned with our wives to come and eat dinner, and then, ball's on the ground.
Yep. There you go.
He's able to hop back on.
Wet. Ball is soaking wet.
Yep.
At this point, let's just keep the guys healthy. Let's get out of here with a win.
I've seen a lot of players on the ground this second half. Hopefully he's able to get back to his feet. Referee's whistle is stopping the game. Coach Mack's going to go out there. Miss Brittany.
I think there might have been a little wind getting knocked out of him right there.
Could have been. Maybe somebody steps on the leg.
Somebody steps on you, yeah.
You hate to see it. Again, that just goes back to it's that time of year. We grew up with it, right?
Correct. Yeah. Correct. And, you know, it's wet. People are dropping a little bit right now. Keep everybody healthy. Guys are cramping. Beginning of the year. I still like exactly what we're seeing, though, from these dogs.
Right, and if you're Coach Paxia, are you thinking right now, like, you know, you've seen a lot of guys go down, guys cramping. Are you thinking, like, let's just keep the clock running and try and get out of here alive?
Get out of here.
Right?
Survive.
Right.
At this point, just survive.
Yeah, because, you know, you've got to play Forsyth Central next week. And like I said at the halftime update, we don't know the score currently, but they were down by 17 to East Forsyth, who you're going to play in week 3. Back here at home, hopefully we're back up here doing this for everybody.
I agree. Yes. It's been a great time.
You got to get your horses to the race. So
yep,
definitely something they're thinking about.
Yep.
While we're here, we want to give a huge shout out to our girls softball team, Coach.
Against Appalachia with a mercy rule. I think this was the first time they've beat them since
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah, 16 years.
This softball at Appalachia is a pretty big deal, man. Now Coach Baum's been putting a lot of time. Our girls kind of had a slow start. The bats clicked last night.
Yeah, and they run ruled them. 4.5 innings. Can't ask for something better than that against the crosstown rivals. So the Eagles are able to get a first down here. Bend but don't break, guys.
You see that double GF?
looks like a little bit of lightning off in the distance. Hopefully it's far enough away they can keep this game going. I don't necessarily know the rules with the game. He throws it, but the ball slips, and I don't think he had anybody open anyway.
No.
I would like to thank our guy there, but
We'll say that rain might have just saved him a pick.
yeah, might have done him a favor.
Shout out to Miss Cook.
Shout out to Miss Cook. The rain did cool things down a little bit, thankfully.
Coach, I got a club championship to play tomorrow.
I'm sure you will tell me all about it. They get a little jet sweep, balls in Brantron, able to hold them. It's going to be a 3rd and short. Yeah, you know, you're a humble guy. You won't talk about it, but I want to give the people at home a little insight into who my partner is here. Mr. Bohan, Winder-Barrow High School. We did grow up playing football against each other, and he always got the better half, or the better of me, but that's okay. You were a pretty good baseball player here, I've come to hear.
You know, they breed good baseball players out of Winder.
Yeah,
know?
but it's been the big sport in the past. That was a great stop right there, by the way. They're able to kind of hold him, actually get a tackle in the backfield right there. Now you got a 4th and long.
Tell you what, this defense is stepping.
Guys, discipline, right? Contain the quarterback. He's had 2 big runs today.
Yep.
They've held him to 2 big runs.
Two big
is a
runs.
kid whose highlight tape was just a massacre.
Yes, it was. I mean, the kid's a walking highlight reel. I mean, if this is any testament on how our defense looks for the season, it's something to be excited about, Bulldog
right,
fans.
and these young guys, they've given their coaches a lot to be proud in.
Yes,
This
they have.
It's been awesome to see. Looks like they're going to step back. They're going to try and throw the
He
ball
lobs it
downfield.
up.
You've got Gio there.
Tuggle.
Ball's tipped. Tuggle catches it
He's
on the
got
tip
a
drill,
lane.
and he's got a lot of open
We know
field.
this kid
He's
can
down the
run.
sideline. He's pushed out of bounds.
2 picks for this kid.
The freshman has 2 picks to start the game. Start off his season with 2 picks. This is a kid that they moved to the defensive side of the ball on Wednesday of this week.
This kid is special. This kid is special.
In Gio, we trust.
And yes, yes.
He keeps making highlight plays like that. They're going to stop throwing the ball to his side of the field.
Yeah. Is he just like up for style points every time they throw it his way? Tipped it up to himself and caught it in the rain.
You know, in the new Madden game, they've got that spectacular catch.
Yeah.
He's hit the button twice.
I think I'm going to go home and make my road to glory with Giovanni Tuggle at safety, man.
This drill. First one was a one-handed catch. That one was a tip drill. Tips it over the receiver falling down. It's able to catch it. If he was able to catch that or beat that one defender right there, then he probably would have broke that.
Good play saving that from being a long touchdown. Ooh, violent tackle there in the backfield on MJ Dowdy.
Good tackle right there by
don't.
Yeah.
It's not the guy you want to make angry coming downhill.
You're probably about to see Winder start to run this clock down.
Yep.
He's got less than a minute. Rain has died down quite a bit, but look how much room these wide receivers have. Oh, ball's on the ground again. Picked up. Who has it? Get this guy on the ground.
Cam Hodge.
Cam Hodge with a good hit.
I mean,
but he's still churning.
It's still going. Oh, Cam Hodge is getting mouthy. Him and number 3 had some pretty big impacts.
Yep. That's just, that was kind of what we talked about when we opened up the halftime, right? At this point, we felt the only way we lose is we beat ourselves.
Or the rain. We're just losing the ball. I agree. I mean, we got to hold on to but this element of a monsoon that has come through has made it very difficult for our offense to hold on to the ball.
I would like to say that this is the 3rd time in a row that East Jackson has had the ball inside the 10-yard line, and the previous 2 times it was a turnover.
Yep.
Now that defense is a little bit tired. I'm going to go ahead and try and find where is Gio Tuggle at.
Don't throw the ball.
Keep the ball on the ground with Parks up the middle.
Number 9. That was Wesley Binion.
Yeah.
Wesley Binion's good for the Dogs tonight. All right, end of the 3rd quarter.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter right there. Dogs have a commanding lead going in. Excited to see what the 4th quarter brings. Again, I want to see more of ball control as we flip the field.
Correct.
while we're here, we're going to shout out some of our sponsors real quick. Thank you, Dairy Queen, Winder Insurance Center, Aikens Ford, Healing Law Offices, and everybody else allowed these kids to come out here and have such a great opportunity to play high school football. We thank you so much here at Winder-Barrow High School. Now, Coach, that we have yet to talk about. Let's go ahead and get into some of that.
Let's start off with Parker Williams, man. Offensive line coach, one of our good buddies.
Yeah, great guy. He was over at my house for the summer.
Yeah.
He came over in the summer for 4th of July party.
Yeah, I mean, guy's awesome,
Yep.
right? He takes a lot of pride in this offensive line. He was talking to us all week about the chemistry. Last year, that the offensive line was more of a run protection,
right?
And I think he told us that this entire scheme this year is to prove people that they can pass pro as good as they are in the trenches.
Right.
But, I mean, he's excited for this group. I think him and Chip have put together some great play calls and schemes tonight, and I think he has a lot to be proud of with how these guys have played tonight.
Yeah, and he shouted out a really young guy, Chad Trueblood. I think Chad is now a junior. I actually taught Chad last year. Chad wrestled for me, actually. Kid is a grinder. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but he just wants to compete and get better. He was a phenomenal student, and he actually, I think Parker let it slip that he might be the only one on the team that can go out there and lift at Jason Woods right now.
Correct. Number one right there slides right on through our defensive line.
Yeah, Parks is able to sneak one in right there. That's good blocking by the East Jackson offensive line. Getting a little tired.
Our defense is getting a little tired. Yep.
Quarter.
Turnovers right here are making it hard, man. I mean, what we saw early on was how it was giving our defense time to regroup.
Right.
With it being wet, guys are starting to get hurt. People are getting a little frustrated. Balls getting turned over. This is the time that you guys can have guys step up and show who's a leader and who can bring everybody back in to refocus.
Yeah, and if I'm Coach Paxia, I'm pulling my offense in and I'm saying, hey, I challenge y'all to go out there and score a touchdown.
Correct.
However you get it done, go put the ball in the end zone.
Yep.
East Jackson's going for 2. They hipped. Brantron's not able to come down with it. Looks like they got a little bit of off schedule there. So the ball game is going to be held at 36-20. Your Winder-Barrow Bulldogs in the lead. We still have pretty much the whole entire 4th quarter to go.
You kind of get the feeling it's like get to the finish line at this point.
Right.
Drag, do everything you got to do. Finish line. Get the win. Get out of here healthy. Get ready for next week.
Look at Coach Baxter right there talking to one of his preseason all-region linebackers, giving him some pointers, making sure that he's keeping to his assignments because that is so huge. You don't want to get undisciplined late in this game because it's only 6 possessions.
Correct.
And the way you turn the ball over in the third quarter, you don't want to keep that trend going because you'll start to see them close the gap pretty quickly. I think it's key for the offense touchdown.
Need to come out here and put points up.
I will say, I love it.
We look good.
They got an old school Atlanta Falcons kind of look to them, don't you think?
Really, at that, yes. That's a great comparison, Coach.
I watch football too.
You watch football clearly for a long time.
They kick one. They try and do a little kick.
Pooch to the right.
There we go. Just get up. If you got to get out, get out.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Took it out about.
Where do you get the yards you can get there, Zay?
Took it about at the 27, 26 yard. Taking it to the 26.
Hey, you were talking about Coach Parker a little bit earlier. Shout out to Coach Parker. He played at Georgia Southern out of high school from Georgia Military Academy. He was walking around the hallway today flexing 2 bowl rings. I walked up on him and I said, brother, why you got to flex on us like that?
But that just shows you how good he is for these kids, man.
What a resource.
What a resource to have, man.
Yeah, no, he just looked at me and I couldn't be more happy to have him here at Winder-Barrow High School. All right, you know kind of what the scheme is now. Ground. Got to protect the ball.
Rain's died down substantially.
There's that jet sweep. He's going to come off the edge. He's got a little bit of room. Keep it going. Keep it going. There's a flag on the field. Saw a little bit of jersey tug by some wide receivers out there.
Kenyon
Looks like they might get Grayson Ingle on a hold.
Kenyon is a weapon.
He is a weapon.
Smoothly. It looks like he's gliding.
I know.
Penalty flag on the play.
Wonder how our boy Cole's doing down there in the rain.
I know. Shout out to Cole.
Shout out to Cole, man.
See if we can't get eyes on Cole.
Penalty is holding.
Yeah.
After the penalty, the line of scrimmage is the 22. First down, 14, Bulldogs.
So you had a good run right there. Looks like they're going to run Jay Dowdy. Good little move right there. Just hold on to the ball. Not too shabby. You know, I had the great opportunity of talking to Coach Chip earlier today. He's our new offensive coordinator coming up from Warner Robins. He just kind of talked about how this is a great opportunity for him to come up as an offensive coordinator, how it's kind of a match made in heaven, he thinks, because he has some great, also has inherited an offense with some dudes that are experienced and excited to come out here and play. And he said that they plan on running a more balanced scheme, and I feel like that's what we've seen here tonight.
You know, guy, he takes a lot of pride in the work he does, and he couldn't have walked into a better offensive situation.
Right.
I mean, it's an OC's dream.
Right, and it's also been really good having him. Solid little run right there. It's also been great having him in the history department as a colleague in that aspect. Times while he's teaching Gov and Econ, and he knows his stuff. He's a great asset to the Winder-Barrow faculty.
Kids like him.
Kids love him.
That's all the thing that matters as a teacher, man.
Yeah.
Do it for the kids.
And what's amazing, too, is it's him and Coach Owens in the classroom together.
we cannot say enough.
Shout out Coach Owens.
I mean,
yes,
that is love ski. This guy never has a bad day.
All right, big third down right here, Coach. Keeps it. Full screen. Ball and.
Slides right on through. That's a big first down run right there by Kenyon Glasper.
Hold on to that ball.
And he gets stripped by, oh no. Blackman strips it right out of Kenyon Glasper's hands. Takes it right back.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag out there, but I think it was after the play.
Yep.
You can't turn the ball over. Kenyon was trying to push it downfield, man. He was running hard.
Well, Coach, unfortunately, that's the second half here tonight.
Man,
that's kind of been the story of the second
shooting
half.
Ourselves
and
in
led
the
them
foot
back
at the
in
moment.
the ball game.
Once again, though, you just see another explosive play. We just Jackson.
You know, but that unfortunately, that's football. Kenyon needs to keep his head up, man. He's done too much great stuff tonight.
How about the experience of Aaron Blackman down Kenyon, knowing how wet it was, and stripping the ball from him after taking away a large gain?
A little bit. Defense. Defense, defense, defense. You've seen a lot of minutes tonight in the second half. You got 10 minutes. You're up 16. It's still two-possession game.
Bend, don't break.
Bend, but do not break. Drew Richardson, he's going to hand the ball off. Parks up the middle. He's met by a bunch of Winder-Barrow Bulldogs, but we're starting to see them get a little bit of a first half.
Yep. One thing I just noticed, too, on the sideline, Mason Woods just put his helmet back on. He's been off the field for a few possessions. I think we got a little – coaches were taking some guys out, playing a little bit more depth. I think it's time to put that leader back on the line and let them get to work.
If I know one thing about this coach, though, they're going to do their best to make sure that they come out of here with a dub for these fans. You know, we're starting to see a little bit of that depth that we lack because we're so young, right? Athletes, but are they disciplined enough to be able to go in here and produce what we need them to produce?
Correct. We've seen the starters grow from last year to now. Now let's see how some of these second-string guys can do.
Yeah, well, you're going to need them as long as this defense has been on the offense with another 1st and 10.
Trying to pound the ball.
You've got a bunch of dudes on this defensive line. I mean, Aiden Scott, I would be interested to see how many snaps the big guys played today. You know, a guy his size, I know how big he is. He's every bit of 300 pounds right now.
Hey, Coach.
Playing both sides of the ball.
You know what they say, you're not in shape unless you're in wrestling shape, and this kid's been putting in the time to be in that condition.
Yeah, that kid is also 100 miles an hour.
Yes, he is.
Breaks containment.
Nice tackle in the open field.
It's a good tackle.
By number 29.
Zion Nunley with a great tackle right there in open space. Our guys out a little bit. I'm starting to see some hands on hips. Running back keeps it, Parks, but he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Disrupted by number 73, Aiden Scott, interior line for the Dogs. Loss of 1.
Man, Jackson Langford, man, puts on a great show, isn't he?
I know. It was honestly it was so spectacular at halftime. You know, like this is not about us, but it was getting, checking your phone, getting up. You're blown up.
Yeah,
and all these people that are
right.
watching the game, and they're like, it's talking about how great of a production it is, and it's these kids taking ownership and pride in their product,
Yep.
and you can see it.
It's a
You see
testament to how hard
Brantron.
they
Oh, they're
work,
running
man.
a little
Oh,
reverse
they-
here, a little reverse, a little
They
pass
go for the-
reverse.
I
Are
think
they going to
he's
say he
got
caught it, or did the ball hit
I
the
think
ground?
he's got it. That's a catch. That's a great play.
No, you got a little bit of. Well, the ref on our side of the field said incomplete catch, but it looks like they're going to go with the
Jackson.
line judge on the other side of the field and call it a completion.
He's Jackson digging into the playbook.
Quarterback keeps it, runs directly into
Drew just gets,
Aiden Scott. And then Aiden
he
Scott
gets
right there.
decapitated, man.
Oh,
we got some
pushing
shoving
and
around.
shoving.
Ah, it's a nice little flop move by number
Number 17 right there with a nice flop.
Oh.
Got a 2nd and goal right here.
I think when you put that kid in acting class,
No gain, 2nd down.
kid should star in a play.
Going to hand the ball off to number 2. He swallowed up immediately.
man.
Again, Aiden Scott's
Aiden
going to meet him
Scott
at the
is
line. He's trying to
everywhere.
steal that.
This boy does not quit, man.
That's a whole lot of man.
I'm scared. I'm scared of Aiden Scott.
I know. Try wrestling him, Coach.
You're better than I am, Coach.
I did have to go visit an MRI after getting off the mat with him. That is a true story. And now I am not allowed to wrestle, according to my wife.
You got insulted. You got insulted by the doctor with your unspectacular arms.
Yeah. That was not meant for air, Coach.
Oh,
He said
man.
unremarkable, not unspectacular.
Oh, man.
Ball's on the ground.
Nice.
Falls back on it. Hey, we could use a little bit of luck. I will say one thing that is on our side, a lot of clock is drained up to this point,
Correct.
right? You're less than 6 minutes, so if you can hunker down, hold them here, get another stop, I think that just shows how great this defense can be.
Yep. And I'm excited to hear kind of what Paxia has to say after this game, what he thinks happened in the second half. I mean, obviously the rain came down, turnover started to happen, guys started to drop, but I kind of want to hear what his message is to these kids.
For sure, and look at our band. Those kids are having so much fun.
I'm going to shout out our golf team too, by the way, man.
You do it, Coach.
We got a good, we can keep our heads on straight. I think this season we could do something special with this golf team.
I think all Winder-Barrow sports are, they've got some serious potential this year. Our band looking to have a good year under Coach Smith. You've got, obviously, the softball team with a great region win last night. Volleyball team under Coach Lynch. They play tomorrow. That's going to be phenomenal for them. The band with Dr. Floyd leading. Our Raiders team has always been phenomenal under Colonel Perkins. Talk about the wrestling team.
Wrestling team, man. And look, if you've been to Winder, you go to Winder, you're a member of the community of Winder, you've got pride in Winder-Barrow.
The basketball team, making it to a Final Four appearance last year, beating some great teams like Kell and Mays and Warner Robins in the playoffs. As Drew Richardson does a little sprint out to the right, he throws it out there, but it never had a chance.
Oh, not another flag. Hopefully it's on the offensive line. We seem to
Paxia looks
celebrate
happy.
on the sideline.
Looks like holding. We're going to decline it. Thank you. Ball back. Let's keep the football off the turf.
Let's keep it off the turf. Keep it in our guys' hands. Let's make a long drive right here. Possibly punch one in. Win this ball game right here, Coach.
If I'm coach, I'm running a jet sweep with Kenyon Glasper if he makes it back into the game.
Show him you got confidence.
You're a guy.
That's a great idea.
He's
Absolutely.
He's had a phenomenal game. I do see Kenyon sitting on the sideline right now, though. They're probably giving him a break, which is understandable, too. I don't think he's taking a snap off tonight on offense.
And knowing who Kenyon is as a person, he's going to be tough on himself. I know he's a
baller.
He's a athlete. I don't think he has anything to be upset about tonight. He has played a fantastic game. He's put it all out there for us.
Yeah, and the standard that these kids hold themselves to, he can move on. Short-term memory is the best kind of memory in these types of things.
Correct.
Hand the ball off. Zay's taking the gloves off. Looked like he had a little bit of a lane yards, and the football did not wind up on the dirt.
Yep.
So we were happy.
Yep. Slick turf, you know, cuts are going to be a little bit slower. Just get down the game physical.
Going to go right back to him. He's met the offensive line, but he finds a little seam. He's able to sneak through for the first down. Coach, that might, it looks like we're going to be.
Market where
do we spot it?
Slide, man.
Come on, Mr. Ref. Hey, he's going to wave on the chains. Thank you, Coach. That might be our first down.
Did you see that slide? Dude, look at the slide. Xavier McCoy needs to go play baseball for Coach Smith, man.
I know. Let's go. Let's get some momentum.
Speaking of baseball, man, Cam Hodge can kill a baseball.
Yeah. Sprint out with the quarterback. He's got himself a little lane.
Running
Lower
hard,
the shoulder.
Dude.
Yes, people. Quarterback. Phenomenal run right there. Again, just draw it up, tuck the ball. Great ball control right as soon as he met a defender. Lowers the shoulder, keeps himself safe. Positive yardage is the best kind of yardage.
Dude's got a crazy hit stick, man. He's going to lower that shoulder. He's going to make you feel it.
And again, the hole was big enough to drive a bus through. I mean, these it's like parting of the seas. He's just this offensive line is doing a great job.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, a little
spin
and able to get some positive yardage. It looks like that's another first down for the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. You know, this needs to be the longest drive of the game.
Yep.
Wear that clock out.
Take your time.
You know, they know what they're going to do, and so now it's just, can you beat them when they know what you're about to do?
And let's see if East Jackson, if they can fight for the next 3 minutes, or they hit a home run right here.
Cam Hodge turns. He hands the ball off to Zay McCoy. Zay McCoy lowers the shoulder. He's bouncing off defenders. He just keeps moving. So cold, but Zay refuses to go down.
And the legs on Xavier McCoy, man. I want to get the numbers on this kid's squat.
When we said it at the beginning of the game, right? He's a guy that backs up MJ, but it's not necessarily a backup, right? It's a two-headed beast. You've got two running backs that can start region.
Yep.
We truly believe this.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We got so many skill sets of guys that are just dominant. Gave it to him again.
Give it to him again. And he's running downfield. Can anybody catch him? The sideline might be the best defender in this play.
Look at him, put it back.
Oh, he keeps going.
He's still going.
Ball control, ball control, ball control. Great
All
job.
the way to the yard line, you can see they're learning. They're learning throughout the game. Xavier McCoy started to tuck the ball towards the end of that run. Hold on to the ball, burn out the clock, out of here with this win.
The question is, do we have a third-string running back to give these kids a break?
Yes, we do, and his name is Wesley Binion, who we've seen before. And I don't know if you just saw that, Wesley. He hit that Quinshon Judkins spin move pretty quick on the back and inside.
Yep. Thank goodness that NCAA college football game has nerfed it.
Cheerleaders, man, look at them go.
Looks like there has not been an update on Max Preps regarding Forsyth Central and East Forsyth. And look at that. M finds a lane, and that's another touchdown for the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs. Couldn't have scripted it any better, Coach. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep it on the ground. Prove to yourself that you can protect it. For this East Jackson team. Now, you've kind of, that gap that got closed, it's spread.
Yep, there it is. Yep, that should be the dagger in the coffin right there. I mean, that's where we go back to having the multiple running backs. Xavier McCoy drives you all the way down to the 8. You got a defense that's gassed. I mean, it's been a day. MJ Dowdy comes in after getting hydrated in a break and just waltzes in to the end zone.
Dude, I can't stress enough how great this is.
It is spectacular.
In the first half, we saw it a little bit, with the passing game, maybe some miscommunications here or there. And the field goal is absolutely drilled. Absolutely for you there.
Shout out, Mr. Moore.
Yeah, but it seems like, they've definitely stepped up. You had some second half, but with 2 minutes left, it looks like the Bulldogs are pretty convincingly going to run away with this one. East Jackson's band's got the phone wavings over there. Our band is matching it over here. That is one thing that I love to see at the football. Interact and communicate with each other, and just they have so much fun, and they put on such a great showing. Like our main man Joel right here walking up.
They work so hard.
Great.
I mean, they take so much pride in their work.
I mean, these kids, They have so much fun at these games, and they are some of the coolest kids.
They are fantastic, fantastic students.
Here's Winder-Barrow's kickoff team gets set for yet another kickoff. 43 points is not too shabby, Coach.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all in a season opener. And I hate to be this guy. Avoid the rain, monsoon coming down. The three turn extremely out of hand.
For sure. And it seems like, you've got a lot that you can still build off of. It wasn't a perfect game. And
Not
then
a
you still
perfect
put up
game.
43. Paxi is going to go into that locker room with after the game and get these guys ready for another game next week because they've got to go out to Forsyth Central and face a tough Forsyth Central football team.
Number 24,
he
open
makes
field
one
tackle.
cut.
Got one guy.
Somebody's there. Oh, we lose containment. He's out of bounds.
We
Okay.
got a big hit right here. Got some late action. Number 28, get him on the sideline. One thing about football, man, you got to learn to control that anger at some times, especially late in the game. You don't ever want to have a costly penalty down the road.
And it's this late in the game. You're up 43. There's no need to get yourselves in trouble because at this point, if you get yourself a personal, any type of personal penalty like that, you're risking being out for the first half of the next game.
First and 10 Eagles from the 34.
43-20. 2 minutes left on the clock. Drew Richardson's
like
still out there.
Looks like Winder might have pulled some of their starters. You got Terry Bevers in there at linebacker. The running back is a little bit of a crease, able to squeeze about 3 or 4 yards right there. But it looks like you've got some of your other guys in there.
Tell you what, number 11, Evan Lynn is out there fighting on that edge, man.
You talk about another kid that he just wants to play ball.
Just wants to
I
play
mean, you
football.
go from last year, and then this year, now you're playing strong safety.
Yep. And
bad snap, ball's on the ground.
And we saw the
Billings
trick
was
plays.
there. Richardson on the ground. Now, Coach, let me ask you. Drew Richardson is a big focal point of your offense. With a minute and 30 left, and coaches are having any ideas in their mind, maybe letting him take a break, the backup, get some reps, and let's keep him safe.
Yes, I mean, this late get the guy hurt. It is early in the season. I mean, from what I can tell from Drew Richardson, this kid doesn't have quit.
It might be that they have no choice.
I don't know if Drew Richardson's going to let them take him out.
Yeah, this kid has played with so much heart tonight. The score doesn't depict what it is that he's been able to do for his offense.
Good
All
ball
he's there, that's just,
Is that Brantron?
Yeah, that's Brantron on
Somebody
the edge.
that we didn't get to see much of, right? I mean, we did a great job at scheming of the picture the whole time, right? Brantron's somebody that's going to be impactful down this season for East Jackson. I mean, he's Megatron. Freak athlete.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, so Winder's done a great job keeping the ball out of his hands.
Right, and so everybody in North Georgia, keep your eye on this kid. He's probably going to make a statement this season. I wouldn't be surprised to see him move on and play at the next level.
Correct.
Another little sprint out. They're able to kind of make him cut back. Somebody's got their hands on him.
Oh, he completed
Ball was thrown low. Looks like they're going to mark it.
By number
That was
9.
a great catch by number 9 right there. Mr. Cooper, number 9.
Great catch by
buddy.
Cooper there.
Another sprint out, getting this kid in motion. Terry Bevers coming in on a blitz. Ron had his hands on it, but is not able to pull it down and make the catch.
Yep, slides right on through, man. Rain's still slightly coming down. It's hard to air the ball out when the ball's wet.
At this point, I'm just doing it to be funny.
I hope you get a strongly worded text from him after this.
Well, I'm going to see Dad tomorrow because, again, shout out to Nana. It's Nana's 86th birthday. We love you, Nana. You're the pillar of our family. And so we get to go see Dad and Mom tomorrow. We go celebrate Nana's 86th birthday.
Oh, pick! Oh, right off the head!
Stay with the play.
Coach, I agree. But that thing, doink.
Dude, and I hate that. That's a great kid right there. Turbo Colton McCall. One of our favorites, right?
That's our boy Colton, man. He wanted it.
There they go. Turbo.
Kick and fly.
Bold strategy headbutting the football. He might want to try and use his hands next time. But, again, Good play to break up the pass before it's able to reach its
Colton's
intended
one of
target.
those kids, too, you'll see in the hallway, and he'll be like, I had it.
So, yeah, just randomly walk into your classroom.
He's such a good kid. Good athlete.
Looks like they're going to draw up a screen, but
Man, too much ball. It's just 13 seconds, clock's ticking down. This game is over. Dogs are going to win it 43-20.
and what a way to start your season.
Great
man.
start to the year. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Left on the clock. I'm a little confused as to why the clock continued to run right there on an incomplete
Yeah, there might be a little
pass.
bit more on the clock. I'm not sure. There might be a little technical issue going on.
The East Jackson Eagles are protesting it.
Hey, another testament to East Jackson, man.
And
They
look
got
at that.
grit. They're
You
still
got
going.
your 4 quarters defense, full everybody up except the defensive lineman.
Coach,
You're
I'm
only going to have about 3-man pressure right here.
clicking Y here, and
You got
I'm
Billings coming off the edge, a little bit of a backside.
Pick in the game, a walk-off
Winner in
pick.
the game
Number
right there.
50, 53. Don't get yourself in trouble. Play next week. Get out of there.
Yep,
Dogs
there
with a
goes the
win.
lights.
The lights,
Are
coach.
going crazy. That was number 39 right there, Aaron Savage with the pick to end the game.
43-20.
That was awesome. A little bit of John. Get out of here with no trouble. Man, could you have asked to a better start to your season?
Man, fantastic.
You win the game 1 against East Jackson. Tomorrow you get to go face Forsyth Central. Unfortunately, we don't have an update to that game right now. It was 10-27. Forsyth Central was losing to East Forsyth, who you face in week 3. Then you go and play Seconder. Appalachia comes back here for the Battle of Barrow. That one is going to be huge.
It's going to be massive. Going to be
Absolutely.
massive.
And with Appalachia, you start your region play. And then again, we can't stress this enough, and hopefully the Bulldogs convinced you tonight they are going to have an opportunity to go and win this region moving forward.
And you know what? I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Coach Paxia's schemes. The way he's brought in a new DC, a new OC. These guys are fantastic at putting these highly talented players in the right position to be successful.
For sure, and I think that you're going to start to see some guys get some serious looks. I mean, we saw what Kenyon Glasper was able to do tonight.
Yep.
Ball in his hand, he might be the best guy out there. Gio Tuggle was able to produce out there tonight. And then you were also able to see stuff like MJ Dowdy and Zay and then Cam with the ball.
We've got weapons. The RPO is killing it. We had a little bit of a rough start in the second half. It was wet. I'm sure Paxi is going to be on them for that because these guys do not settle. But what we saw tonight is good football.
Right. And so if you weren't a Bulldog fan before, it's about time to hop on the bandwagon.
Hop on and join. I mean, welcome to the Double G Dog house, baby.
Dude, look at these lights. Turn the lights on and off. Kids celebrating in the end zone. Doesn't get much better than this.
Dogs get it done, man. Opening day fashion. Big game.
Yeah,
Great
well,
win.
Looks like we got to get back to work on Monday, Coach. Do some scouting on the Forsyth Central. I think they're the Bulldogs, but they don't got the Double G. Got to go do some scouting on them, figure out some dudes that they've got, watch some film.
Regroup, figure it out. Let's go get the next one.
I think we're going to have a lot to talk about, though.
Yep. Well, Coach, I enjoyed it with you, man. It was an awesome night, dude.
Yes, thank y'all
Great
so
time.
much for watching. It was a privilege and honor to be out here alongside you, man, and get to call a football game.
Great job, Coach.
Lifelong dream.
Great job, Coach.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome time.
Yeah, we'll tune in next week, same time, for the Winder-Barrow football. Live from,
Go Dogs.
yeah.
Double G
Claire Harris
TV.
Stadium. Yeah,
Double G TV.
absolutely.